Hey, hold on. I gotta get my charger.
No.
It's too late, man. We live.
Wait,
We got one shot at this,
Guys.
man.
hold on. I'm not ready. Ah!
Oh my goodness.
I like how that's
We
the
are
start of the
already
podcast.
live.
Just Zion
Oh,
going,
we're
"Ugh."
live.
Already
We
late.
are
Guys,
live.
welcome
Yeah,
to the
we're live.
podcast. Whoa.
Welcome
Let's
to
get
the podcast.
Let me share it to
Whoa.
Twitter real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
I'm about
everyone
to
can
share it
share it
too.
around, I'm.
Yeah, I'm getting the shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
We do that first, yeah.
Yep.
I'm doing the same.
Get it in there.
Oh, and y'all calling me unready? Sure.
Well, you can't share the link until it's live, silly.
Mm.
Yeah,
Are we
you
gonna
can
be
get
following
water
it up with some Mario Kart
anytime.
at the end of this year?
I like the thumbnail.
It's a great thumbnail.
Yeah, let's check out this thumbnail.
All right, let's head over to Twitter.
Let me drop my
Twitter, tweety tweet tweet.
Twitter.
Do I need to put like the obligatory Pikachu in between the stream?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take everybody's awkward side as a no.
Yeah, no, please don't.
I'll take that as an overwhelming yes. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the
We
Totally
live.
Prepared podcast, where we're totally
Working
prepared
through
and
it.
on
Over
time
here,
every
We're
week.
working through it.
Every week.
We're
We are
working through
professionals.
it.
About 2 minutes now.
We're kind of like the cable company of podcasts. We'll be over at about 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. At some time between Monday and Friday. We're
Make
not
sure
quite
you are there the whole
sure.
time.
Yeah, you have to be there for a
You
week
better
straight.
be there. I'll be there when I feel like it, but you better sit there and wait.
We're going to be down the street in a van. As soon as you leave your house, we're going to go up there, knock, leave a note.
And then book it to our next appointment.
Yeah.
Actually, though, in all honesty, I love my delivery guy. He always hits me up on the phone. He's a good dude.
Oh, yeah?
We love that man. That's a great man. What's his name?
Yeah.
It's delivery, man.
He's called the FedEx delivery guy. Okay.
Make sure you give him a
That's
postcard
tight,
or
man.
something for the holidays. He needs a
Yeah,
postcard
yeah.
or something. You know what I mean? Some
Little tip.
candy.
Man, when you
You know
send
what
him a
I'm
Christmas
saying?
card,
It takes a
JP,
lot to get on my Christmas card wish list. Okay.
Eh.
Look, you could do like some minor things throughout the entire year, and you're off the list. He's been good, but I'm not sure if I'd elevate him to
I don't
list
know if
status
he's
yet.
name ready. Like first
Uh-huh.
name.
Yeah, you know. I would offer him a drink if it was a hot day, though.
If it was a hot
A
day.
drink of hot tea.
Now
Here's
I
this
have a
delicious
question.
hot tea,
Don't do that.
some ginger cider.
Actually, do you guys know hot beverages cool you down in the summer more than
Snowly,
cold beverages?
what up, man?
What's up, man?
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Chilling.
Fact.
All right, man,
Yeah,
just checking on
I
you.
Lando
think
was
the
lying.
science behind it, which
And
I'm
your-
sure the
your
internet will
Pondalili or
correct
whatever
me
you
if
called
I'm
it.
wrong. But your body temperature rate, like it gets closer to the temperature outside, so you feel less hot.
Yeah, I don't know what type of opposite science you doing, but
How many
Opposite
of
It's
y'all-
science.
called
how many of
Canadian
y'all-
science, actually.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of y'all better hit the like button.
1, 2, 3,
Hurry
4.
it up.
All of y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many people we got in here? You fools better hit the like button.
Oh, I
All right,
already
the chat can
did.
get away with
Oh,
it.
we already
Hey, like,
checked.
I like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
already.
yeah, hit that
Okay.
already.
Yeah, you fools over here playing games. I'm watching
Yeah,
you,
for
Lando,
real.
specifically. Yeah.
Man, I got like everything on the
I'm
go.
looking
I,
at you,
I
bro.
shared it.
I'm afraid to touch anything because I have the stream going. I got articles pulled up. Like I don't want to mess with my stuff. here.
Articles pulled up. I got articles.
What up? What up?
All right, everybody. Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Let me drop these cookies for y'all real quick. Hold on. I
Oh,
got
do
y'all.
it, do it, girl.
I got y'all covered. I got y'all covered.
Cookies.
I
Yeah,
got
we should
y'all.
start
Hold
every
up.
podcast with 5 minutes of nonsensical like mucking
Yeah,
around,
of
and then just all of a sudden be like,
course.
"Oh
Yeah.
hey, yeah, we're here."
Hey. Oh, we
It's
are
time to get
live.
serious. Let's
Sorry.
get serious on this
Forgot.
one.
Totally live.
Time to
We're-
Snowly.
we
Snowly,
forgot
get him in
what-
order,
Man,
man.
we've
Get
been
him in order,
live for
Snowly.
like 5 minutes.
Snowy is sick of us. Okay, he is
I'm
tired.
ready. I'm ready.
He don't even want. Yeah, what up, man?
All right, here we go. In the mix. Episode
In the
3.
mix. Hey.
Shout out to
Hey.
everybody.
Hey.
Whoa.
We back at it again.
Before we get started, we got a special guest tonight. We got Blanco.
I'm special. Oh my god. Hey.
Yeah.
Yes. Very
Yeah.
special.
Oh, hi guys.
Special
Thanks for
guest.
having me.
Aw.
Appreciate you
Oh
coming
my
in.
goodness.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
my
I
goodness.
forgot to put that in the.
Hold on. Who you didn't tell me we were gonna have someone like Slanko in the camera tonight.
Right.
Oh my
Of
goodness.
course.
I would have
Such a
beauty. Dressed a little more proper.
No,
We
man,
can't
I'm
believe this. It don't matter.
Yeah, your generic
Like,
Good Talk HQ picture is kind of
Yeah.
slacking there,
Generic.
You gotta
JP.
add a little flair.
You should have
to
put
it
a
over there.
tuxedo on that circle.
You know,
you need like
little
a
flair.
bow tie. You
Put
need
a little-
bow
If you
tie on
choose
your
to
hat.
do the bare minimum of flair, that's okay.
Oh, well,
But you
thanks
can't
for
wear
having
hair.
me,
Christmas hat.
guys.
We're so glad you're
thanks for
here,
coming, yeah.
Slanko.
Yeah, for
Thank
real
you,
though.
guys.
Appreciate
Thank
you
you.
coming
Thank you for
by.
having me. It's good to be
I wish
here,
I had
guys.
hair
You guys
like
are
yours.
awesome.
That's what I wish. I want hair like
Listen,
yours.
we can make it
That's
happen.
awesome.
Yeah.
No worries. We can make it happen.
All right,
But
so
it's
what
good
was,
to be here. Good to be
The
here.
first step is believing in
thanks.
yourself, JP.
I know, man. I've been trying real hard to grow curls, man.
You're just not believing hard enough. That's the problem, I think.
You can be anything in this world if you believe hard enough. And that's
If you
really true
believe.
now.
It
You
could
gotta
happen.
believe.
Just
Alright, so
like
we
the
got a couple
Angels
of-
winning the pennant, it could happen, man.
It could happen.
Right.
Oh no.
That's a great movie,
Isn't
by
that
the way.
guy's name, the kid's name JP, or is it JD?
It is, yeah. It's
It's
JP,
JP?
in there, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I told you it could
That's
happen. I
crazy.
told you.
That's adorable.
That's cute. That's
Anyway.
All right. Let's
Hey,
get
is my
to it.
picture all screwed up to you guys?
That's a
Actually, it
little
distorted.
is this week, kind of. It's not.
What up, Ty?
It's not as
Man,
good as
what's
last
up?
week.
All right, I'm gonna try to get back in real
Yeah.
quick.
All right, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, you had it clear as heck the last time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
It could
I'll be
just
right
be your
back.
internet speed, man.
Have
But
you
yeah,
tried cleaning
see if
your
you got
lens?
anything extra.
back, Ty. Come back. I need you.
Yeah,
But
he
all
gonna
right,
be
let's
right
so
back.
what are we gonna jump into first topic?
Well, before we get started, we want to show our condolences and RIP to Jason Frank, who died earlier this morning. So anybody that knows anybody that's going through some things, suicide is definitely a serious topic. So make sure y'all reach out to your loved ones, the ones that you care about. Make sure that you check on them, because you don't know what people are going through. So just on
Yeah.
a serious note, just call folks or shoot them a text and say, hey, what's up? I care about you, I love you. Moms, aunties, uncles, whoever. So, but RIP. So anybody that don't know who Jason Frank is, he played the Green, the White Ranger in the early '90s Power Ranger. So,
Yeah, and he
Mhm.
stayed. He's actually one of the few people that stuck around, and he's attended all the Comic-Cons. He's really been
Yeah.
into the fans and really appreciative of the series and where it took him. Like his whole career was based around that. He stuck around for several iterations that, when they changed it to like Dino Thunder and all these other stuff,
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Just make
literally
sure.
every con he was
Yeah.
at all 4 days. I mean, I never got a chance to meet him at any cons, but I actually do regret it. Like this morning was tough. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like a
kinda
part of
crazy.
childhood,
Yeah, he seemed like he was in, he was always like really happy, but you never know what's going
Yeah.
on behind the scenes.
Yeah,
That's why
for
it's very
sure.
important to listen to people,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
still in shock, man. Like, yeah, my friend hit me up and let me know earlier today. I was like, what? Nah, I didn't hear about that. And then I was like, wow, dude. Like you said, JP, he seemed like he had, like, there wasn't too much going on. Like, he was a very positive person,
Right.
and very encouraging, especially when it came to him, meeting the fans and stuff at the Ranger Stop cons and all that. Like,
Hmm.
just an amazing human being. So
Yeah, and
I
so
just-
and another thing with Snowly with our crew, we have a close friend, Tanisha,
mhm.
who's it really is bothering her because she has really been into and followed all them, and I'm pretty sure she knows him,
I
and
think
met him
she
and stuff.
knows him really
He
well.
might have.
Yeah, like
Yeah. So,
Mhm.
but Tanisha, if you're here watching or if you watch this later, we love you, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are Tanisha. We love you.
We love you.
Got you,
Yeah.
girl.
but yeah,
I'm
y'all
gonna have
make
to tell
sure.
my brother-in-law, because he was kind of broken up about it too, because that was like his whole entire childhood was with the Green Ranger, stuff like that. So
Mhm.
Yeah, man. I had
Yeah.
the little gold thing that like the shoulder pad.
yeah,
Mhm.
I had those and stuff when I was a kid. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
man.
grew up with the original iteration of it, and then kind of grew out of it eventually. But yeah, like it's really cool when you see I hate when actors like several years later kind of show resentment for the fact that fans still kind of recognize them as that character that blew their career up. So I
Right.
love a story like his where he stayed humble. Obviously, he's a celebrity, but it's always great when a celebrity can stay humble and show appreciation to the fans, and that's what he always seemed to do, which is really admirable, especially from that breed of people, when you're talking about actors and celebrities.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anyone out there is struggling and you don't feel like you have someone to talk to in your life, there's a lot of resources out there.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can reach out to, and please do, because
Yep.
life's worth living, and sometimes people can lose sight of that,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you only get one. You only get one.
Yeah.
and it's a real
Yeah.
shame.
Yep. And most things are temporary, so just
Yeah.
gotta. Life can change in 6 months so drastically, for good or bad, but it can change so much and so much in just 6 months, man. You'd be surprised. You just take a look back at where you were 6 months ago, especially if you came out of a bout of depression. You know how it is when you're in the middle of it, feels like nothing can pull you out. But then when you get out, you look back and be like, damn, I can't believe I let it hold me that way, So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, so we got a couple of subjects that we're going to touch on this evening. The first one is going to be, well, first let's talk about everything. Anybody played anything new, anything exciting this week?
Outside of
Yeah.
all right, so let's
Besides
start,
the
Ty.
Pokemon.
Let's start with Ty. Go ahead,
Let's
Ty.
get
You start with that.
Ty, tell us how
Yeah.
bad Pokemon was.
Yeah,
But
Ty,
your
start
video's,
us off,
your
man.
video's much better, by the way.
Here we go. I mean, Pika.
Hot
All right,
topic.
Ty, have at it, man. The floor is yours, brother. Go ahead.
First of all, can y'all see me good and all
Yeah,
that?
your video's
Yeah.
Oh
better.
yeah, we
Yeah,
see
we
you,
got
handsome
you.
man.
All
We
right.
see you,
Looking
buddy.
good. Looking good.
All right, cool. Yeah, I've been playing Pokemon Scarlet, and obviously there's been a lot of backlash over that. Me personally, I have not had many issues at all. Obviously, frame rates have been a problem. That's been 100% across the board, everybody. But other than that, let me tell you really what that is. Like when a NPC is walking and it's within 5-6 feet of you, there's really no drop off at all. It's when they get 8-10 feet away from you, it really starts to slow down a bit, and that's 100%. I've been testing that extensively to show everybody. I got a bunch of footage on all that. And the day and night cycle, when you're out in a wild area, the sun might be out for a second and then it just goes away back to dark again. Other than that, there's really not been all these other things that I've been hearing about, man. People getting kicked out of their games and not being able to save beforehand. That's never happened to me. People said handheld is the frame rate goes way down. That hasn't happened to me either. Most of the time I play it docked on my TV, but I've played handheld as well. And honestly, it's a great game. When you get past that first hour of it, because the first hour, it starts off like Pokemon normally starts off, really, except you're going to a school instead of like starting your own Pokemon adventure that way. But you still get your starter and you meet your neighbor and all that. Once you get past that, man, it's really good. It's really good. That's my take on it, and I feel like a lot of people are saying it, but her saying that, the people that aren't saying it, a lot of them ain't played it yet. They've just been watching people play. And I'm not saying everybody. I know everybody's experiences has been different, but that's been with me, and it's been kind of minor for me when it comes to frame rate and all that.
I've been playing it too, so it's been one of my first Pokemon games in probably 20 years. So the only thing I really have to compare it to was like the original Pokemon. I would say personally, as a game, it's really good. It's really good. It's fantastic, but and I'm pretty low, like lax when it comes to like graphical issues and such, but I have noticed some performance issues as well. Definitely the frame rates, definitely NPCs. Some of them are can't even NPC, right? Like they're like just like what you said, like like when they're like 10 feet away from you, you can really see the difference. but once they come closer to the character, then they blend well, with the scene. I've even say like some of the like the colors. I'm attracted to the colors. Like I love how colorful and vibrant it is. But I do see like some blending issues, just a little
Yeah.
bit, and I've also noticed some stuttering as well. Like just playing it, it'll just stutter from time to time. And I feel like if we are paying like this much money in such like a big franchise like Nintendo and Game Freak, I feel like it's not wrong to expect a better performing game. Like they've been doing this for 20 plus years and we're paying that much money. I feel like as fans of the games, we should really get what we deserve. I don't know if there's issues at Game Freak. I don't know if this is bringing up like developmental issues, like deadlines are an issue, or they're not. I don't think money is the issue, but I do feel like
So
it
Well,
could
the holiday
be.
season,
Keith, that's what
Yeah,
I
like
was gonna say.
Yeah.
Keith mentioned that
Yes.
the holiday season, like
the
to
deadline
delay
thing.
it past
Yep.
any further is like you're gonna lose
I
tens
think
Sure.
of
you're right, Sloan.
millions of dollars, like more maybe.
Yeah,
I
I
think you're
get
onto
that.
something there with the deadline. I think you're onto something.
Yeah, and I know like they
Yeah.
have to like align with the anime and Ash winning like, the Pokemon League in 25 years, so everyone's hyped about that. So the game has to come out like at this time. But at the same time, like I also respect the company that's like, hey, the game's not finished. Give us 6 more months and we'll give you guys what you guys deserve, right?
Hey,
I
what up,
mean,
Drew?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just
What
my
up,
personal
Crumbs?
feelings on it. I do think the game is really good though. Like I am enjoying the game for what it is, but those little visual things, performance issues can really take away from the experience. And
So
I'm casual.
I pulled
So.
up some glitches.
Yeah.
Like people's arms going all weird and people falling through the floor.
People are having
and
like little
stuff.
exorcisms. And
Yeah.
shit.
So have you guys experienced any of that, or you're just talking about the frame rate?
No,
Yeah. Okay.
no.
No, I
All
haven't.
I've
Well-
seen is the NPCs doing what I said. I've not seen any of this other stuff. And yeah, we should call that out and we should say that. But for people to like, oh, I need to get a refund for this and all, I think that's a little out there for that. And I know like the deadline and all that stuff, that's gonna happen. But you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you say that you're gonna back it up, there's gonna be people that are gonna, they're gonna hate that. And so it's either way. Even if they do wait on it, there's gonna
You
be
are
people
so
that
right,
are gonna
Ty.
hate on you for that.
Twitter goes off about delays. They go off about
Twitter
bad
is
games. They go
so
off about
lit.
good
Yeah.
games. Like,
Yeah.
Man,
goodness.
if it was too good, they'd
Twitter
probably go
can
off. It was
cancel
too
a
good.
game.
They're
Yeah.
like, why is this
Yeah, it
game so
doesn't
damn
matter.
good?
Cancel
Ah,
a game in a hot
It's
minute.
Twitter.
Yeah.
They're always gonna be mad. They're always gonna be
Twitter's
mad about
always
something.
mad.
We're mad.
Yeah,
But yeah.
it really doesn't matter, especially a game like Pokemon that's that big. Like they're
Yeah.
going to look for anything that they can to try to talk crap on it. That's just the way it is when you're that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Too, like, has there been other Pokemon games that have performed this badly? Because I feel like this is not the first time.
No, it's definitely not
It's
the
not.
first. Definitely
It's
not
not.
the
But
first time.
I've never
It's
bought
happened on multiple
Pokemon.
occasions.
Yeah, I've never bought Pokemon for the graphics personally myself. I buy Pokemon because I love the game style of it. I love the storylines, even though
Yeah.
they have gotten repetitive, but they've changed all that. And before Arceus came out, everyone was like, hey, we want open world Pokemon. If there's
Yeah.
some
Mhm.
frame rate issues for it, that's fine. Just give us open world Pokemon. And then
Yeah.
open world Pokemon came out with the performance issues that they said would probably happen. Now it's terrible, apparently.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, you
The-
also, I think something to take in mind here is like I didn't buy the new ones that just came out at this moment, but I didn't really grow up personally playing Pokemon to a T. Little bit of here, little bit of there. But I bought Arceus in January, day one when it came out. I would say for me, that would be like my real official entry into the game, to their new style. But you got to keep in mind when you all are talking about open world, this is something new that they are doing for the Pokemon franchise. So they're not going to probably be as proficient. Yes, Monolith, I do understand the expectation there based on the games that they've created, but this is new. I get it. It's money. It's expensive. You've worked hard for your money, but we're also kind of paying into this new venture that the Pokemon franchise is going into. So it is going to likely have some issues right now. We're almost kind of like the test dummies of what they're creating right now. That's just the truth.
Yeah, and we all
Yeah.
said we wanted that. Like everybody said they wanted that. They said it'd be okay if there was performance issues, whatever. We just want open world Pokemon and do new gyms, new adventures, all that stuff. We got it.
Renee, you are so right about that, homie.
Yeah, I mean that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, mind you, keep in mind, okay, this is Switch. Mind you, this game is on a Nintendo Switch. We all know it's dated. You know, Nintendo Switch is, hey baby, we need something new, right?
Well,
So
Renee, the thing is, just like you said, early adopters always are pretty much the guinea pigs. You know,
Yeah.
yeah,
you're always that way when you're an early adopter. When it comes to tech, big time.
yeah, exactly.
You're paying top dollar for new tech, and it's really not refined yet. Typically
Yep.
on the first revisions, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
On the
it's gonna
first
take them some
editions.
time. You know, mind you, when you're looking at an open world game, now mind you, this comparison is different, but when you look at Breath of the Wild, for example, that's on the same console. If you're trying to get Breath of the Wild out of the Pokemon franchise right now, you got to give it some time before it's going to get there. That's just the truth. The truth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
unless
yeah,
you
yeah.
wanted to take like the engine they
Yeah,
made Breath
yeah,
of the Wild
Drew.
of and then turn it
Her
into
hair
Pokemon, which they're never gonna like.
Is awesome.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's its
Yeah.
own game.
Hold on, everybody. Did you guys see Drew's comment? Drew said, "The purple hair is incredible. Matches your beauty perfectly."
He is loving my girl Flacco.
Hey, I ain't mad at you, Drew. I ain't
I'm
mad at
here
you,
for
buddy.
it.
Center
She's
stage.
beautiful. I love
I
it.
ain't mad at you.
And the spouse.
Man, show me one person.
Well,
We love to see it.
Well, I'm about to be negative Nancy about the whole situation.
Oh,
Let's go.
hey
Let's
Keith.
go.
Hey Keith.
Oh, man.
Hey, Keith.
Let's go.
Yeah.
take.
Let's go.
Hey Keith, get over it.
Get over it, literally. Honey, no, it's the honey.
Guys wearing a get over it
Honey,
shirt. I'm gonna
it's
complain.
It's the honey. Get over it for me.
All right, cheers, Keith.
But no, I understand that we do have to give developers and developers time to make a game to make sure that it works correctly and stuff. But again, just like some of y'all were saying, it's your money that you're paying for, and so I think we're falling into that whole stereotype of they come out with a game and then we'll fix it later.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll hit you with a patch later. And so it's like, why do I have to wait later to play a game that's supposed to run correctly? You know, and so I think that's
I hate that trend.
I think that's where we're falling into. And granted, I get it. Deadlines have to be met.
Yeah,
The
I agree
holidays
with
are
that.
here. But at the same time, this is my money that I'm spending. And so if I'm gonna spend $60, $70, you know, who knows? In 2 years, we might be spending almost $100 on a game.
Let's go.
And then
Yeah.
I gotta wait 2 months to play it correctly. Like, you know, I think that's not fair to the consumer. When it comes to-
100%, 100%.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Like,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Slunko.
oh no, I'm sorry. I was just saying, like, I think us as consumers are getting used to games coming out like this,
It's
and
nuts.
it's not right. It's not right. Like, yes, for someone like me that's very like lax about these type of things,
Mm-hmm.
the game is okay, but like at minimal, the game should have some kind of quality control. Like, did anybody test the game before it coming out?
Well, they know. That's what I mean. They know it's. There's no way they've been working on it for years and years, and they just don't know that it's in this state. You know, they're knowingly releasing it in this state, knowing that they'll update it later and they'll get that first 2-week inrush of sales, and it's. Man, it sucks. Like this whole where it is now. I hate
Heartbreaking.
Hate it.
Very heartbreaking.
Because from what
Very
I've seen, the glitches that I pulled up and showed here, you guys probably didn't see it, but I mean the podcast people, but I wouldn't have paid for a game like that. As soon as I
Yeah.
saw those glitches, I was like, nope, you're not getting my money. Not that I would buy Pokemon anyway. I'm not a Pokemon guy, but if I was
Yeah.
and I was planning on buying it and saw that, I'd be like, nope, waiting for a patch. Like, no way.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you
Yeah.
gotta realize it like this: if it has the Pokemon name, so it's automatically gonna sell because it's Pokemon.
You gotta buy
But
them
just
all, man.
imagine, imagine if it was another title that, you know, unknown studio or somebody that's not popular, it wouldn't see the light of day anymore. Nobody would play that game. It would be shoved away and never heard of again. So
I don't know
You slap
if
Pokemon
Nexamon
on it
came
and
out.
it's okay. Mm-mm.
Nexamon came out with a game like that, I would still play it. Just saying.
So I guess my
Yeah.
question is just kind of like, so what do we do? Like as consumers, right? We're the consumers. This is our money, and for the Pokemon fans especially, right? How do we? I know protest is obviously going to be maybe a bit extreme, but like, how is it that we prove to these developers and to these big companies that like our money is not to be played with?
Don't
I'm just
buy
trying
it.
to figure out
You
what's the
gotta vote
solution.
with your
Yeah.
wallet. You gotta vote
Yeah.
with
Don't
your
buy the
wallet. That's the
game and
only
that's
thing
it.
we can do is
Hey,
vote with our
don't
wallet.
buy
That's
it.
it.
Yeah.
That's the
Doesn't matter
only
how much
fix.
Twitter posts we make, how much we bitch
Yeah.
about it on podcasts. That none of that
Hey,
shit matters. If they're
so we
selling
got-
the
Yeah.
copies, they're gonna
Yeah.
keep doing it.
We got in the chat, good old gamer. What's up, buddy?
Oh hey.
Says it amazes me that a third-party port like No Man's Sky runs better on the Switch than a Switch exclusive when it wasn't originally intended for the Switch.
Mhm.
Yeah, a
And I
port.
agree with that.
And
There
honestly,
are
No Man's
times-
Sky
Yeah.
is
Like,
And
no
plus, it's a bigger
port.
game too. It's
Yeah, like
crazy.
The Witcher,
Like,
Doom
come on.
Eternal. These ports
Yeah.
that are like impossible ports, but
Yeah.
they make them work.
Yeah.
That's what all the rest of the stuff I kind of agree on some points. I could let
Yeah.
stuff go, but that's the part that really gets to me because it's like the amount of effort that was put in, you can tell was not the same.
Man, you can.
And
Right.
It has to
should have
be a
been.
deadline. It has
This
to
is-
be. We gotta get
it
it out by
has, yeah,
Christmas.
that's what I'm
We
saying. It
have
has to be
get it
because
out
these
by
developers
Christmas.
don't want to make a bad game. They don't want a game that people hate when it comes out. And especially
Yeah.
some of them, maybe not all, but some of them are really passionate, probably about the franchise as it is. You know what I mean? So
But we got to think about those poor developers too, because they have
They're overworked.
control, but they're overworked. They're not
Yep.
paid. They're being told what to do.
this
They're
is
being
a
shoved
Nintendo
around.
thing, not these
Yeah,
developers who worked on it.
exactly.
They get a paycheck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're consumers at the end of the day when it's all said and done, like us.
Yeah.
Nintendo is still the boss. You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
And the
yeah,
deadline
it's
thing
like they
really
ask for an
does
extension. And they
hurt.
say no. We
Exactly.
get
And
the
that
game
could
on
be
this
it, you
date,
know?
no matter
Yeah.
what, and that's what
Snowly,
probably happened.
what do you think? You're an indie dev. What you think, man?
On that note, I'm kind of in the middle with that, you know, because me being an indie dev solo, it's a lot of hats to wear, and the fact that teams, like most of these companies are like that have developers are like actual teams, like for specific aspects of the development, which really helps, especially when it's all specialized. Each person specializes in each element. But again, yeah, I agree with the whole deadline thing. You know, it really depends on the publisher. That's really number one, because they're the one that's funding it. And it's like, look, we funding this. We need this to be. I don't care what you're telling me right now. It's like we need like 3 more months or 6 more months. It's like, I'm gonna give you 2. Right?
Yeah.
That's what they do. Like, I'm gonna give you 2. Make it happen. And do whatever you
Yeah.
got to do to make it to where this thing is playable, at least playable when
Yeah.
it ships. Even if you are aware of said bugs, we can fix it later. That's what I've noticed over the past 2 years. Like, whenever a developer has actually been able to, like, or a member of the development has been able to actually come out and comment on it, like, without breaking NDA, of course. That's really what I'm seeing. So.
And
I
Yeah.
as a consumer, yes, I would love to get a game that works exactly as intended when I spent my $60 or $70 on this game that I worked really hard for. You know what I'm saying? Like, the least I expect is for it to actually function, right? Like, if I'm getting game breaking bugs where it's like the app has closed due to an error, I'm a little heated about that. You know, I'm sure a lot of other people are too.
yeah.
So.
And
I mean, and I think that's what they're going by too. Is like, as long as it's not game breaking, they're like,
Mhm.
okay, it's shippable. But
Yeah.
and
it shouldn't be the case.
one thing I'll kind of
Yeah.
just kind of add on to that is the cost of making a game is probably way more expensive than it was even 10 years ago. Deadlines are probably trying to be kept at the same. Like, you know, people are expecting X amount of AAA games a year out of these people, which is just kind of almost not possible. And, you know, honestly, a game is going to take like 4 or 5 years to make now when it might have took 2.
Yeah.
And these dev people are going to keep expecting, like, I want the same deadlines, the same price of games haven't increased. And it's like, I assume all these companies making the games are feeling the squeeze. And they're, I forget who was talking about it. I'm sure they're not like, haha, we're gonna release this piece of crap game. Like they're probably trying extremely, extremely hard to get these games out there.
I mean,
Yeah.
I get all of that, but like I said, my experience has been minimal. I mean, yes, there's been some frame rate drops when the NPCs walking around. Other than that, I ain't experienced what everybody else is saying. I think some people are exaggerating it. Now, some people are actually having these experiences, I'm sure, but there seems like a lot of exaggeration going on at the same time.
My experience too
Nah,
has been
I actually disagree. Okay, I
I can only
me
give you my experience.
personally, I may be the unluckiest gamer, but still, this is insane. I met too many glitches inside the game. I even met a soft lock. I was losing Pokemon randomly. The visual glitches, everybody was talking about that, and I got soft locked. So I had to restart the entire game. I wasn't that far into it, but still, that's pretty crazy. If
That's
you ask me,
Yeah,
that's
that
real
sucks.
bad. That's
that's really bad.
extremely,
That's
extremely bad.
and I truly I wish they just take a 1 year break. Like, okay, let's stop releasing Pokemon. Let's actually take a 2 year development cycle, or some more time, because they can actually make a great game, but they just want to rush it out, make the money, and then dip. They can make some of the best games of all time, but
It's almost like
they just want to
technology's
rush it and
advancing
boom.
too fast. Or like you need a 1 year technology break where nothing comes out.
Yeah,
Not one
yeah.
piece of tech, nothing. Let
It
them all
feels
catch
like
up.
yeah. It feels like technology is moving forward, but we're just moving backwards. Like,
Sound about right.
but yeah, I am extremely disappointed with Scarlet.
Ooh,
I'm
good
I'm
old
pretty
gamer.
sure these bugs and stuff, they're not lying, because I met the bottom of the bin. I met all the bugs in the game basically. It feels like
Yeah,
it, at
yeah,
least.
that's right. Good old gamer. I
Yeah.
agree.
So
What up, Wes?
Good old gamer said at least games
Huh?
like Disney Dreamlight Valley are upfront at their early access. So do you think Pokemon
Yeah.
should have been released and called early access? Is it at that state? Like, is that something
Honestly,
people would have flipped out
People
over?
would have been upset
I-
about yeah, they would have been
people
upset
would be
about that.
upset
They're
because
gonna be
Yeah.
upset
I'm
anyway.
that feels like a
Upset.
cop out answer. That feels like a cop out answer, because
But no
calling
one
it
cared
early
about
access.
Disney Dreamlight doing
but-
that. Disney's pretty big. I guess it's not Pokemon in terms of
Yeah,
games.
yeah, it's not Pokemon.
But that's when
I,
you
I
get
care.
It was
But-
super buggy.
But that's when you get the forgiving. Like if you're a small development group and you have issues with your game, frame rate, stuff popping in and out, then consumers are forgiving, because it's like, okay, this is a game that was made by 10 people or 5 people, but
Yeah.
when you're Pokemon and you're worth over $90 billion or something crazy like that, like I want grade A. I want quality.
Throw
Yeah.
40,000
Yeah.
employees at it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, man, like I want quality when it
All
comes to
hands on deck. Yeah, I get
yeah,
that.
so that's the only thing when it comes to the AAA games or the first party games. These are companies that have the money and the means, but it's like, do they want to, or do they care? So,
Yeah.
Yes. I think I read somewhere that Game Freak has like 169 like developers, or I don't know how many are supposed to be working on the game or what's usual, but like there's not that many people working on the game.
Yeah.
And it kind of shows, and I really think
Yeah.
we shouldn't accept that. Like, for
Yeah.
example, like I was playing Bear and Breakfast. That game came out like 3 months ago, and there was indie game, tons of glitches, tons of issues. The people spoke on Twitter, and then a week later, they're putting out patches already. Patches.
Same thing happened with
patches.
Code of Lamb. They did the same
Yeah.
thing because when Code of Lamb came out, had a lot of issues on Switch, on PlayStation, everywhere, and they have been consistently putting out updates, fixing it, doing DLCs, giving free things. I mean, the indie devs really do care about the consumer at the end of the day. They really do.
And it really shows.
They can't afford
Yeah.
not to, right? Pokemon can
Yeah,
afford to
right,
do this.
exactly.
You
Yeah,
can
that's
put
true.
Pokemon on
Yeah.
a trash can, and people are still gonna buy it just because it's Pokemon. But
It's Pokemon. They have a very loyal fan base.
Yeah.
they do.
Oh, good old Pokemon. All right.
All right, so kind of yeah, some split. Hey, ask this: anyone that doesn't have Pokemon, are you planning on getting it, knowing, what some feedback from Ty and Slonka that have played it and just random internet kind of glitch videos? Like, would you go out and buy it now?
I passed on Arceus, not because of said anything bad about it or anything like that as far as the issues, but I just felt with Sword and Shield that they've been really, really holding hands of the gamer. Like Pokemon used to be like the gauntlet. Like back when there was no EXP share. You had to like pop a Pokemon in on each turn or whatever to make sure they got EXP. You know what I'm saying? Like not that, I want it that difficult again, but just in general, like it just seemed like there was a lot more challenge to the game. Nowadays it's just like they give away too much information. You know what I mean? Like
They want it to be more accessible. That's why.
Like,
Yeah.
you fight one. It's helpful if you fight one Pokemon and then you fight them again. It's like, oh, they're weak to this. I don't really mind that too much. It's okay, but I don't know. I just felt like Sword and Shield was way too easy. Like
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I love the story, but I was like, damn, I'm breezing through this game and like I beat the game in like what 40 hours or less or something like that. I was like, I mean, which is not bad. I mean, some games don't even last that long. Like the campaign of Call of Duty is like 6-8 hours at the most, if that.
Yeah.
But like, because it's all multiplayer focused. But like, I don't know. I just feel like when I played Sun and Moon, I had at least 140 hours in with post game content alone. And I'm like, this is crazy. and Sun and Moon was probably my last favorite one, really. So it really, I don't know, man. To answer your question, I am interested in Scarlet and Violet, but
So would you wait for a patch, or would you buy it in the state it's in now?
I'm definitely going to wait just because of my financial situation. But if it wasn't for that, I probably still would wait. Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm
at least
definitely gonna pick it up.
at least a month or two. But I am interested though.
Yeah.
I mean,
feel
I got
that.
a video coming out tomorrow that'll show a lot of it. I put a ton of hours in this already, and I've just not seen the same things, but I can only give you my experience.
Yeah.
I'm totally with you on the Sword and Shield. Way too easy. Arceus is much harder, just to let you know.
Yeah, it is hard.
Much harder. Sword and Shield, very easy. What I've been saying that they need to do, and Koromon's done this, you have different difficulties. You make the settings yourself, how you want the difficulties to be. Pokemon has needed to do this for 2 decades now, and they have not done that. Totally agree with that. Some of those games were too easy. I mean, Sword and Shield is a great game. They had some great Pokemons. They had great areas, everything.
Yeah.
But it was much, I mean, anyone could breeze through that. They try to play it to the kids too much, but honestly, man, a lot of people are playing. It's just as many adults playing it as kids are.
Yeah, they almost need a kids in adult mode in those games, eh?
That's what I've been saying. That's exactly what I've been saying.
Not even
hard,
easy, medium, hard, just kids, adult. That's it.
That's exactly what I've been saying for a long time. Or make it like Coromon does, where you individually go like, I want this setting, that setting. I mean, there's a ton of different ones for Coromon. Or you could just make it easy, kids and adult.
Ty, I have a question. Do you
Yeah.
think like this game, Scarlet and Violet, how's the difficulty compared to the other Pokemon games?
It is harder than Sword and Shield. It is not, from my experience so far, it is not harder than Arceus.
Okay.
There's so many Pokemon out in the wild that you can get training like real quick.
Yeah, I've seen people that haven't even reached the school that Pokemon already been evolved, and I'm already past the school. None of my Pokemon are evolved, so they've been like really grinding out in the field.
Well, that's another thing about Scarlet and Violet, though. You can kind of do what you want when you want.
Yeah.
You don't have to do the set gyms, or you could bypass the gyms and do the Titans or the other adventure.
Okay.
That's cool. I really like that. There's no rules to it. Do what you want to do in the order you want to do it.
I think that's what's kind of throwing me off, because like I said, I only played Red, and Red is just like go here, go there. You just kind of do the gyms. Here I have options, so I'm kind of like, well, like what do I do? So I actually like it too. It's a good game. It's not bad. It's just performance.
Yes, that's definitely what it is. And for me, I've never gotten Pokemon for good performance and good graphics. I've always gotten it for the battling and everything else that comes with Pokemon. They've never really done this before, so.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Not
what kind
saying-
of attracted me to it. The open world kind of attracted me to wanting to jump back into it. So.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's how I feel. Like that's the reason why I would definitely get, at least I was more interested in Violet. I definitely think I will pick it up because I do like this new wave that they're going when it comes to Pokemon. It's very intriguing to me, as they say, aesthetic to me. But
Ew.
but I'm not gonna get it right now. I don't find that it's that much of a priority, especially for someone who is incredibly casual when it comes to Pokemon in general. But I mean, I'll get it at some point. Well, I'm willing to see what they're gonna do. Are they even going to patch it? Are they gonna do anything at all about it? I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for that for sure.
I
Yeah, me
think
too.
they are for sure.
I would say they
Yeah,
they
they're
will.
gonna do something, but
Yeah,
they
They
about to
should
bring
just
two
get it out the
patches out
door
there.
for
I think you have to
Christmas
say
and we'll
something
fix
like
it. I
Monday
swear.
morning.
I swear
Two
No,
we'll
yeah,
patches
fix
and they
it.
leave in the game. I'm telling you.
Right.
They really should do it in the next couple of days. They should patch some
Yeah.
stuff up at least.
Yeah,
They really
okay.
should. That's not to say everything I've said doesn't mean we can't criticize them. We should criticize them. So don't take me wrong when I'm saying all this. It's still a great game, though.
So
yeah, based off what I saw, it looks good. I mean, like the character, the Pokemon character models, even the NPCs. Like I love the approach they took on the art design. The art design has always been a plus when it comes to Pokemon games to me, especially when they went to 3D. Shoot, ever since Pokemon Stadium, I'm like, dang, if you go back and look, it actually aged pretty well. Like those models look pretty good.
Yeah, dude, I
So-
can't wait for that to come out on Switch Online.
Oh, yeah,
that's
you
gonna
already
be
know, man.
awesome. That's gonna be
I can't
awesome.
wait.
Yeah,
Kids will
gonna
see
be.
how hard Pokemon was.
Oh yeah.
Let 'em
Stadium
know.
is not easy. Stadium
No.
is not easy.
But it was so cool to be able to, like, with the transfer pack, to just use
Yep.
the Pokemon that you had on the Game Boy. Man, come on, ain't nobody else doing that. Like that,
Yeah, man.
innovative, very innovative. I like that a lot. And you could play your Game Boy game on the TV, like you would with a Super Game Boy or whatever. It was awesome.
I
That's
thought that
awesome.
was the coolest thing ever when I first was able to do that. Man, that's all I did
Yeah.
after I was able to put it on the TV. That's all I did, unless I was like out somewhere.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Di, can you catch? Oh, I guess can you catch Pokemon and Pokemon Go and then import them into? this new
Oh
game?
yeah.
So you can go out there and catch Pokemon with
That.
like basically add them to your catch them, use your phone as Pokeballs, and go and import those Pokemon into Violet and Scarlet.
As long as they're in the game, yes.
Are the original is Gen 1 in that game?
But you can't do it yet. So Pokemon Home will be available to Scarlet and Violet in the spring. So they give you a few months to where you can't just upload all your level 100 Pokemon.
Yeah, and probably
immediately.
to get probably try out the new Pokemon in this game and stuff like that.
That too, yeah. But you can for all the other games,
Cool,
Diamond,
man. That's
Arceus.
really cool, man. That's super, super cool.
I love it. I got boxes on boxes of Pokemon.
Wow, that's pretty sweet. That's nice.
I know you
Now I
do.
know who to call. Shit.
Hey,
With Coco.
Yeah.
Good old gamer had a question though in the chat. He said if you have both games, do they share a save or something? I'm not too sure about that.
I don't think so.
I don't think you share a save, but you can definitely. The purpose is to trade between them.
Because I think
especially
there's some Pokemon that are not in Violet that are in Scarlet and vice versa, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's usually what they do. I'm not sure
It's
about
been
those two.
that way.
Yeah, it's been that way.
I
We have
don't
to-
think my
we have to kind
theory-
of-
I don't think that theory
Yeah, I have no idea.
would just be the same, just the string of the actual information or the data itself, based on the save states, would just change because you're really just opening up a catalog to say that okay, you got this Pokemon unlocked, or you have this one unlocked, or is this transferred in? This wasn't transferred in. I think it would just be the same kind of technology that they've been using throughout all the Pokemons from as early as Red and Blue, and then Silver, Gold, Yellow, so forth. Whenever you're trading back and forth, all they're really doing is just open up a catalog saying, okay, now you have this one, even though you haven't physically played it and gone out and got it. Now we're just going to update you down, like say, hey, now you got it, you got immediate access. Go from there. So with that being said, based on that theory, when they do open that up, that'll just open. It'll just basically be almost in a sense a flawless transfer system where you automatically have access to it. It'll more likely just be like a level 1 or maybe a level 12, whatever the last person that traded it with you is. And then whether or not say you start at 1 and then you work it up, or you just take what their progress is and go from there. That's yet to be seen. But typically they'll just open it up and you just go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
True. All right, Keith.
All right, I think I'm
see,
poked out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we talked
I'm
about
sorry.
Pokemon for like 30 minutes.
I
I have to
apologize. I've
say,
been wanting to
Pokemon
say
has been
about
lit
this.
this weekend. It's been
Oh my
all
goodness.
complaints. It's been all complaints.
So has anybody played anything new other than Pokemon?
New,
No.
I played
like a
Uh-uh.
brand new
Signalis
game?
on Game Pass, and that game kicks ass, dude.
Cool.
What game?
Yeah, Lando's
Signalis?
right. It does.
It's like it reminds me of like OG Resident Evil in space. You seem to be a cyborg looking for someone. You're not really sure what's going on, but it has like the tank controls. It has the same gunplay. It has a computer instead of a typewriter, and you got the item boxes you can put stuff in that kind of transfer all around. It literally is like OG Resident Evil in space, and it is so killer. The art design.
What was the
is
name of it
killer.
again?
Signalis.
Mm.
Okay,
I'm about to look into that.
Man, it is good. Like really,
That-
really, really good.
that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tank
it's
Play
really
it on
controls,
Game
good.
Pass?
It's got the well. Okay, sorry, I shouldn't say tank controls because you're not. No, I shouldn't say that. But it has the feel of it. They're not. It's not true. If you press right, you're gonna go right. You're not gonna turn in a circle.
Oh, okay.
So I shouldn't have said tank controls, but it definitely has that vibe though. It's the same clunky, like the character moves like it does have tank controls. Like you can only move 4 ways. Like you can't go on a diagonal. Like, but it's getting really good, man.
Okay,
Yeah, I should
shoot.
pull it up.
Okay, definitely got to check that out.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, me, Zion, and Coin play Goat Simulator. I'm gonna let Lando give y'all that beautiful bean footage. But, if you haven't heard of Goat Simulator, it's a physics-based game. You can play as a goat, and I mean it's an open world, and I mean you can do pretty much anything you want to. I'm gonna let Coin talk about it because he can give you more info on it. But yeah,
See the
Coin's there.
play.
Is Coin
It's
there?
on
Nope.
here?
Yeah, I'm
Coin.
here. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my sister to stop making noise.
Oh, you're good, man.
All right. Anyways, so basically, the whole objective of the game is just cause as much chaos as you can. You can literally like crash into things. You can blow things up. One of my favorite items is you can like customize your character, and the back items will sometimes be customizable. So one of my favorites is a rocket launcher that shoots fireworks, and you can just literally goof around and do random things. And you do quests to unlock abilities and stuff. And there's mini games you can play like Floor is Lava, and you can play up to with like 4 people, I believe. And it's just overall fun.
Coin on the video I pulled up, the gameplay video, the goat just grabbed a jerry can of gas and ran and threw it and just blew a bunch of stuff up.
Yeah.
It's goofy. The
Yeah,
game
this
is
gameplay's
goofy.
hilarious, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
It
I've been-
looks good too.
Yeah.
Like,
I've
It
only-
was really
Graphics
good.
are really
fun.
good.
Actually,
Is it
I
on
caught the
Switch?
trailer of that for Goat Simulator, and I was like, "Oh my god, this looks like a hot mess." But I probably would sit there and play it.
No, it shouldn't be that fun though. It should not be that fun. But it was. We played it for like 4 or 5 hours straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on a call with
It's
these guys. I was
Yeah.
doing my own thing, just like talking with them. I couldn't even see what they were doing, and it sounded hilarious. They're like having the time of their lives, man. Like Coin just kept like this huge giggle going. It was awesome, man. It made me want to play it so badly.
Yeah, they had the
It's-
split screen up for a little bit where you're able to see all 3 of their screens when it was working. It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's what's up.
Game of the year.
Mhm.
Cool.
Game of the year.
Game of the
Yeah,
year.
Game of the year.
Game of the year,
Game of
100.
the
Yeah, I'm
year.
gonna put up Signalis.
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Is it on Switch?
The first one is on Switch. The third one
Yeah.
is not.
Yeah, but it's scaled down how many players you can have at a time. Sadly, though, it's like unlike the PS4 version and the like. I think it's only 2 players at a time, split screen, as opposed to 4
On which
on
one?
the
The first one?
on the Switch. The first
Oh,
one,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, we still have a good time with it. I mean, I prefer to have 4 players because it's just it's much more chaos.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's cool. It's goofy. I don't know, like me and my daughter and her little friends. we like to mess around with it. We used to, but it's been a minute. But yeah, it was goofy. That and a game called Octodad. That's pretty crazy too.
Nice.
Yeah, Octodad.
It's so clunky, man. It's so wonky. It's a weird game. Having to control him with each limb, but each player has a limb. It's weird. But
it's a whole new meaning.
As far as me though, I guess I'll go next. Or anybody want to go next?
Sounds like you're up.
I mean,
Yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go for it.
Okay, well, I mentioned it before. I don't think it was on the podcast, but I mentioned it to some folks before. I've been playing a awesome little indie game called Lunistis. It's an awesome little 3D platformer made in the likeness of 90s 3D platformers like PS1, Sega Saturn era. That's how it looks. It looks amazing, but it's like it looks like that, but it's in a modern format, so it looks good on your TV, of course. Super fun game. If you grew up with those 3D platformers back in the day, like I don't know, like what Crash Bandicoot, Gex, Into the Gecko.
Yeah, like even like Spyro and all those, right?
Yeah,
Like,
Spyro,
Yeah.
Jersey
Spyro.
Devil, like all those
Keith
things,
Grimes.
man.
Been
But
real
just
tempted to get this.
oh yeah,
Man,
and it's
it
only
looks
$5.
great.
It's freaking $5, man. Like you can't beat that. Like I mean, and that's no sale. That's just the normal going price for it. It's affordable. And it's meant to be an affordable, really fun experience. So I really appreciate the devs for doing that because this could have been at least a $20 game or more. It's a solid experience.
It looks like an authentic PS1 game with good camera
Totally.
controls.
Very good camera controls. So much better.
Like the camera
Then-
looks phenomenal. I have your gameplay up right now, Snowy.
Yeah, that game,
thank
that
you.
video was awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
it was a lot of fun to watch. I was really curious about this game, so I'm glad you did a Let's Play.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do some more footage of it, or maybe even stream it or something at some point.
Yeah, now
As
that your
I'm-
stream's up, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited,
Yeah.
man.
Everyone check out
Ah.
Snowly. We'll have it in the description at some point. But check out Snowly, man. He's getting his streams going. It looks great. I love hanging out there. Everyone's gotta check it out.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's right.
That was
Yeah.
an awesome stream, Snowly.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
that
I
was an
appreciate-
amazing stream. Oh my gosh.
I appreciate those that were able to make it, man. Yeah, we had a good time, and appreciate the support. Real talk, man. Like y'all know who you are.
Yeah, you were meant for
Appreciate
streams,
that.
Snowly.
It was a good time.
Yeah. So, but yeah, awesome game. There's another game that I just recently found on the PSN store that I told Slanko about. I like anything like 3D platformers and classic 2D ones. I like it a lot. And it's a game. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. It's called Marsupilami. Marsupilami. It's based off of a 1993 cartoon. I actually used to watch it back in the
Oh
day.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I
Marsupilami.
was like,
Yeah.
It looks so familiar, Snowly. I was like, what is this?
Yeah, I was like, where have I seen this before? And I looked it up. I'm like, I used to watch that. Not back in '93. It was only 2 seasons, but it was a little cartoon, man. It was pretty dope. It's very quirky. It's a very weird one, but yeah, the game is like $2.99 if you have PlayStation Plus right now, and $17 if you don't. But the $2.99 definitely is a good price point from what I've experienced so far. It's a really solid game. I'm enjoying it so far. So yeah, that's what I've been messing with lately.
I like salami.
Anybody else?
I knew it was gonna come up somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a huge salami fan. I'll play
Cute.
that game.
Oh, my Lord.
Anybody else playing anything new?
Only thing recently that I played new outside of taking a break from Elden Ring, is that new Sonic Frontiers game. Did a first look gameplay of that on the PlayStation 5, and streamed that, and it looked pretty impressive. I was very, very impressed with the visuals. I'm very impressed with the gameplay. Definitely impressed with the voice dialogue, with a lot of it changing, as Snowly will agree that they definitely got me like fixed, because she was practically annoying for the most part. But the gameplay ultimately to me gave me like a nice little fresh visit back to like the Sonic Adventure series type games. Controls were really tough, but just fluid enough where you can get around what you're supposed to be doing. But I feel like they still kind of left a hint of control issues like they had with Sonic Adventure in there, where kind of like you get way too much play versus just having it kind of locked on. But overall, gameplay wise was really good. I'll definitely find myself be playing that a little bit more once I finally get Elden Ring off my to-do list and not break anything in the process while I do that. But yeah, definitely gonna be a game I'll definitely jump on that'll bridge that gap between now and when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out. So yeah, definitely gonna be on that.
Are you playing now on the PS5, Trap Force?
Which one? Elden Ring?
Sonic Frontiers.
Or the Sonic? Yeah, that's on PS5.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
I just
Yeah,
need a better TV to go with it.
you good,
That
man.
game looks awesome, Snowly. Holy crap. I'm definitely buying that for $3.
What, the salami one?
Yeah, some
Salami.
Marsupilami.
PS Plus.
Sorry, yeah. I apologize. It's pretty rude to the devs.
Nah, you're good, man. Nah, it's worth it, man. It's a cool $3 spent. I'm happy with it. It feels a lot like it's got like elements of like the classic Donkey Kong games in it.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, like
it looks kind of like a little bit like ukulele.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a lot like ukulele. Yeah, the impossible layer. And you could choose from 3 different characters. One's a female, marsupial, I guess, and then there's like a little koala dude.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Awesome, actually.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's really fun. Yeah, he has this like really long
For
tail.
$3, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
It's the cop, right?
About to cop that right now. I'm already.
Yeah, I'm on the thing too.
Yeah, it's one of the.
About to get that real quick. Hold
Come on, chat. Let's do it. Let's do a raid.
It's one of the what do you call it? I forgot what I was gonna say.
I don't know. What do you call it?
I don't know. I drew a blank there, but yeah, it's cool, man. I like it a lot.
Oh man, my childhood's about to be lit after I get this game, man.
$2.99. Gotta love the PlayStation.
Dude, yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's one of the Black Friday sales. It's one of the Black Friday sales. That's why I was looking because they already got Black Friday sales listed.
Oh,
so I was
man,
like,
this game looks great.
Fire.
It's cool, man.
Right up my alley. Right here. Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Good job, Snelly.
And
that's a good one.
Here we go.
See, man.
Beautiful. Making purchases on the pod. Love it.
Some podcast.
$3. Holy hell.
It's fun, man. I'm liking it so far. The only thing I wish you could run a little faster, but other than that, it's cool. Because you got
Gunfire Reborn slow.
What's that?
Is it Gunfire Reborn slow?
Maybe, but I mean, you do have that roll though. You got that roll that propels you forward pretty far, so it makes up for it. But yeah, it's a dope little game, man. I'm liking it so far. It's the music is good. As you can see, the art's good. The animations are pretty fluid.
Oh, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a very clean looking game. Like the art's very nice.
Kind of reminds me of Donkey Kong.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Donkey what?
He said Donkey.
I don't know. I haven't played that one. I'm not sure.
but Triforce, yeah, man. Just watching you play, like grinding on those rails in Sonic Frontiers, it looks so fun, man. It looks so fun.
Oh man, it is, man.
Frontiers
With the
does
camera,
look
with the
amazing.
camera visuals kind of following with it. Oh man, that's just like man, whatever they did, they need to keep it like that. That's spot on.
I think they finally got it. Yeah, like now, like you said, there definitely are still. I can tell there was still some little bit of quirkiness with the controls, a little bit.
Yeah,
like kind of like you said, Sonic Adventure-esque, type issues. But I mean that stuff comes with open world games. Like I'm pretty sure they can. I don't know. Maybe they can figure it out. Or maybe it just is what it is. It's just it's a 3D Sonic game. Expect it. But overall, I think it looks fun.
They might be able to fix it. Yeah, they might be able to fix it. I mean, it wouldn't take nothing more than like a quick, these days it'd be like a quick like not a firmware patch, but like a little software patch, quick to kind of just adjust the controls and whatnot, and then it'll be fixed. I definitely think they can do that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Anybody else didn't play something new? Or
Yeah, I played Bear's Restaurant. I got a key for it. It was my second key ever, so I've been trying to get a review done for it. Pretty excited about that. It's a good little game. I got a review coming out for it in a couple of days, so I'll have a lot more on
Nice.
that.
Okay, we'll be on the lookout for that.
Sweet.
Yeah, dude. Other than that's what I was playing until Pokemon came out, and that's been my whole weekend.
Now it's Pokemon.
Pokemon weekend.
That makes
All right.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm
Yep,
gonna
yep,
ask
yep.
I'm gonna ask a 2-part question to this one. So the first question for everybody is gonna be, what is your game of the year? And then quickly tell me what made you want to become a content creator. So we'll let ladies go first. Our guest, we'll let her go first, and then she could tell us. She got to get off the mute though. You got to get off that mute button.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry. I was trying to get that game. I was like,
All right.
set that up.
Hey,
So-
what's up,
so-
Cameron?
Oh, shoot.
We'll
Welcome, man.
give you a quick second. So, but yeah, everybody tell us your game of the year, and then
Hey, what up, Cameron?
tell us why you wanted to become.
All right, I'll
why
go
you-
first. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, JP, when he said ladies first, I was like, okay, JP, you're up.
Back out of the way. Here I go.
All
Nah,
right.
go ahead. Go ahead. Just playing.
Oh, okay. Well.
No
Well,
pressure.
basically-
No pressure.
Well, basically, like I've always played games like by myself growing up. A lot of the times back in the '90s,
No,
it
you
wasn't
didn't,
like.
hold on. You didn't tell us your game of the year first. Are you still
Oh,
thinking?
oh yeah, I got that. That's Kirby and the Forgotten Land for me. Snubbed, but at least it's nominated for a family game. I just love Kirby so much. But the reason Snowly knows. But the reason I'm trying to become a content creator, or I am a content creator, is because I just wanted to share that joy of gaming with people. So I just really wanted to connect with others like yourselves. Growing up, I kind of played a lot of solo games, a lot of like RPGs, platformers, always playing by myself, and used to get, a little made fun of back in the day because it wasn't cool to play games back in the day. But with sharing the games that I loved back then and modern games with like retro ties, I've been able to really connect with a lot of people out here that have the same like nostalgic memories with it. So that's kind of the reason why I do it. And then also, it's been really nice to connect with some ladies. Crummy,
Hey, hi, love. Hi.
boo. Hey, girl.
And JP.
Hi, boo.
And JP.
Hi, girl.
Hey, boo.
What's up, everybody?
I'm so
So
Yeah.
that part has, I mean, it's beautiful connecting with you guys, but it's also been nice to connect with other ladies as well,
Yeah.
that have different, gaming tastes, and I've been able to, express myself and also learn so much from so many people. So that's the beauty of it for me. So that's it, to keep it short. That's all.
Yeah, that was definitely short. Yeah.
Hey, that was awesome, though. You made great content.
That's
Yeah.
adorable.
Thank
What's
you.
up, Logan?
What's up,
Logan?
Logan?
Yo, Logan.
Hi.
What up, everybody? How we doing? How we doing?
Hi.
What's
How
going
are
on? What's going on?
Hey.
Hey, Renee, you up?
Hi. Okay.
Howdy.
So for my game of the year, I did mention last week also, but it's definitely a toss between two. But I'm gonna just say, for the sake of my feelings, I'm gonna say Code of the Lamb. I said it last week. I still stand by Code of the Lamb being my game of the year. Second to that, it's got all the things that I'm into, nonetheless. But I really also Wildflowers. If you guys haven't checked out Wildflowers, totally love the devs, totally love them. But that would be like my second. But as far as creating content, why? I've always gamed as a kid. I've always been by myself gaming. I'm an only child, for those who don't know. So it's always been my thing that I've always did for myself. If I was struggling with something or whatever, that was also my go-to. And so being a content creator, I'm not good at gaming. I'm not good. I'm a crummy gamer. I am not good at it, but I enjoy how gaming can bring people together and how you can really share something with other folks. On top of, I love my snacks, I love my cookies, honey. So what better way to share cookies and gaming than with like-minded, beautiful folks as well with y'all. So that's pretty much it. Just want to show everybody that it's okay, that you don't have to be good to jump into it. You don't have to be pro strats, and you can just get in, have a good time, and just hang out, type of thing. So
Life's
I vibe
more
with
fun when you're covered in crumbs.
right.
Yeah.
That's the way game right there. Cheetos,
Mhm.
cookies, all of you.
I'm telling you, it's catchy. One crummy gamer.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome.
For sure. For sure.
All right, let's see. Next up, let's do coin.
Well, I'm a
Well, how about you and your boy? You and your dad. Y'all can both go at the same
Yeah,
time.
your dad Pikachu
Yeah.
there.
I'm gonna say we start with why we started YouTube first.
Oh, go ahead, Coin. Fill him in.
All right, so it started when when I don't know when it started, but we used to stream like what we would do on Facebook. We just stream like every once in a while, stream us playing games together. And then one day we just decided to stream Mario Kart because around that time the new DLC had came out. So then we did that, and then Snowly was there too. So we kind of did it like a collab stream. He was streaming on his YouTube, we were streaming on Facebook. And then like one fateful day he had introduced us to you guys, and then it just kind of became a thing. So we started our own channel where we just decided we would share what we would play as a family and what we would basically just do together. And then that's kind of what started our channel. And for my game of the year, Goat Simulator 3.
I love it. I love it.
That's right.
Man, that was a wicked origin story, though, Coin. That's awesome, dude.
I
Yeah.
love
It
that.
is.
It's beautiful.
Well
Yeah.
said, sir. I appreciate the recognition.
That's so cool.
I mean, that game
Just
is
to piggyback off what Coin
Release,
said,
right?
that's
I
pretty
love
much
it.
the synopsis of that was our pretty much the synopsis of our content. It was one of those things where I wanted to show everybody that me coming up as an older brother, I had a younger brother, but he wasn't always into games. I was the one that was always into games. He would always be like my co-pilot. Like if I got lost, he showed me kind of where to go or remind me where to go. But as I got older, started my own family, I didn't have a lot of people to really kind of reach out and play with it. All it was pretty much go to work, come home, play some games, and that was it. But ultimately, I just lost that factor of being able to play with my friends and do whatnot. And the best thing I just realized I could do is I play games and stuff. Let me just share what I know about gaming and stuff with the 3 people that are the closest in my life that are just as much as into gaming as I am, and it was my kids. So I just decided to go in and just show the world, like, hey, this is what I do with my kids and my family on our downtime. We just play games, we have a good time, go from there. And as he said, me and Snowly did a little thing, we did it, and then the next thing you know, we got introduced to JP, and then found out that JP, we were just having a good time with him, and then we hit it off well. And next thing you know, it's like, hey, we should just make this on YouTube. So we just made it on YouTube, and that's kind of where we've been. Every now and then we put a couple videos up what we do. If not, we're streaming Mario Kart. We're doing what it is. But I'm coming around full circle. Game of the year for me, I don't care what y'all say, Shredder's Revenge. Gonna be on the list. Watch. It's gonna
Damn
be
good
there.
game.
A
That's
lot
a
of
damn
be
good
there.
game.
Nice.
Shredder's Revenge gonna be there.
It's a good game.
Now,
Can't
ultimately,
argue
I
with
would
that.
have
Can't
said
argue.
Metroid. I would have said Metroid Dread, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But Shredder's Revenge.
Whoa, calm down, sir.
Metroid Dread was last year, pretty sure. I mean, I think
Calm
that game
down.
is That was
Oh
my
my
favorite last year.
God.
I ain't gonna lie, I love Metroid Dread.
It's a good game.
I love you, man. Got a lot of respect for you. I'm trying to keep it that way.
You can-
I appreciate it, but Shredder's Revenge. Let's go play
Keep hope
that.
alive.
All right, man. When I can see your face, I'm a little more intimidated to say things like that to you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Even when he's got a Pikachu onesie on, though?
Even when you're wearing a Pikachu onesie, that makes me a little more nervous.
I know. It's like, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I'm not
yeah.
sure. I'm not trying to get beat up by Pikachu. I know that.
Oh.
He's all kid
No,
like
sir, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry,
front
sir.
and the back.
Wow.
Y'all gave a shout out to Snowy, so we'll go with Z-Man.
Okay.
Game of the year.
Game of the year. I'm probably gonna have to say God of War Ragnarok, man. That game is phenomenal, dude. Like the voice acting, the overall scripting in general, like the pacing of the story is very well done. The callbacks, everything is like there's Easter eggs in certain conversations. If you listen closely, he'll talk about things in the previous God of Wars, like just really cool, like attention to detail, man. And visually, my God, like as you're fighting in the snow, the impressions you leave in the snow, it's so realistic, man. Oh, that Thor fight. That Thor fight is ridiculous.
Snowly, speaking of Thor, did you recognize the voice?
No, who is that?
Dude, that is the guy from Remember the Titans. Left side, strong side. Remember that guy?
Is it
the guy who gets paralyzed? Right? It's Ryan Hurst or Ryan Durst or something like that's his name. But look,
the quarterback.
He's also the guy from he's Opie from Sons of Anarchy.
Really?
As soon as I heard the voice, I was like, "Whoa, that's definitely him." That guy, that voice, dude. The beginning fight with him, holy hell, man.
So you just gonna spoil the whole thing for us, right? No.
Well, he's showing it on screen right now.
The best part is
he's showing it on screen. Y'all ain't watching the stream. Y'all ain't watching the stream.
Right, y'all ain't got the stream
on the stream.
Bro. It's the first fight. It's not even spoiler. Jeez.
Nah, it's not. It's not.
Oh my God, the voice acting.
And the trailer and everything, man. Yeah, the voice acting.
Wait, remember the Titans? Thanks, spoiler.
All right, go ahead, Snowly. My bad. I just had to jump in there with you on that one. Oh goodness,
you're good.
This game is so damn good, man.
Nah, you're good because you're playing it too right now. So
oh my God,
it's like, man, like just incredible. Like, and I'm
not spoil anything. I'm playing it too.
I'm not. No, I'm more watching the wife play than me play, but I have messed with it, and I'm having fun watching it. It's just like, man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
So
but as far as how I started, like why I started content creation, is that the question?
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, why I started it was a form of I wanted to document every game that I touched because I've beaten so many games in my time. I sound like I'm old. Like I played and beaten so many games in my duration of this interesting life here. And I was like, you know what? I kind of want to. I know it's a saturated market when it comes to being, doing gameplays and let's plays and all that. Knowing that going in, I wasn't expecting to get like, popular, huge or anything like that anytime quick. But I just it's also therapeutic for me too. It keeps my mind busy. I have so many things going on in my life that I can't really speak on right now. But it's been rough, and this is kind of like not even an escape. It just literally keeps my mind, keeps me sane, keeps me grounded, gives me something to do. And I'm passionate about games, and I share my knowledge and experiences with folks who I hopefully feel the same way, or can relate in some form or fashion. So
something you can control too, right?
Yeah. So a form of documentation for one, and then also I don't do as many walkthroughs as I would like to, but I did want to kind of put as many of those together that I can to help folks, because I look up to those folks that do that, like when I'm struggling on a game, I'm like, look, I'm real stubborn too, because like back in the day we didn't have like Yahoo and Google and all that, you know what I'm saying? So we had to go find a cheat code book or something.
Or like a guy at your school, a fellow kid at your school that like knew how to beat something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I'm just used to that. I'm used to figuring it out on my own. So I'm like, I'm like, I hate to look it up, but now it's like I'm not about to sit here and struggle for 2 hours.
Right.
I'm gonna get this part, and I'm not gonna look ahead.
They don't need to know. They don't need to know.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no one needs to know. Yeah.
Nobody cares.
You're crummy. We get it. You're a crummy gamer. We get it.
Exactly. We get it. Hello.
Hey,
you choose my number one resource for any kind of puzzle in the game.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yo, for me, Snowly, it was my older brother would always beat me because he knew all the tricks. So that's what sucked for me, man.
I hear you. Hey, back on my block, back home in Tampa, Florida. Wasn't nobody touching me in that Mortal Kombat 2. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, I was something fierce,
hey,
bro.
Look, man. Somebody watching right now is like, oh, no. Oh
And,
no.
They got a challenge
my
going right now.
babysitter's son was a lot older than I was. He was like a teenager when I was like super young, so he would show me all the things in the video games. If I was ever
Oh, yeah.
stuck,
Yeah.
man, my babysitter's son would just be like, "Here, come here." His name was Keith. He's like, "Come here, come here, come here." And he'd
Yeah.
be like, "Here, I'll show you, I'll show you." And I'm like, "Oh my god, you can press the A button? Oh no, I didn't know that."
Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, it's sweet though. It's like I don't know, bro. It's like I kind of miss those days though. Like going to like your local grocery store. Like back home, we had a store called Albertsons. I don't even think it exists anymore, but it's like a Kroger basically, or like a Harris Teeter or whatever.
Yeah, we got them in Texas. We got them.
Oh, do you? You got Albertsons?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they're in like California too. They have them in California.
That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen one in forever here in Georgia. I don't think they exist here, but yeah, Albertsons. You know, I would two things I would be looking for. I would be looking for the cheat code magazines, or the you know the gaming specific mags for like whatever console at the time. You know, they didn't have like Nintendo Power. I think you had to order that one, but it was like you know, like Game Pro, yeah, Game Informer, stuff like that. But I would look for that and the latest Goosebumps books because I love Goosebumps back in the day, bro. I was reading.
Good
I was reading.
times.
Yeah,
Like-
Goosebumps,
Yeah, it's my childhood, man. Like, very fond memories, and those, especially the ones where they had like multiple parts to where you could like jump
Choose Your Own
ahead.
Adventure. Is that what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you like it'll be like go to page 50 and you're like, oh, this happened, so you got to go back a couple.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Wow, I forgot about
It's like a
those.
werewolf
Oh,
comes.
yeah.
Do you bum rush it? Do you turn back, or do you run into the bush? And you're like, I don't know.
Man,
So,
that's
yeah. Awesome memories. But yeah, cheat code magazines, all that stuff, man. Like that's what it was really about for me. Like I
Hey,
really miss
you
that.
know what I miss that I like had wicked memories of? You remember like the PlayStation Vault CDs you would get in like magazines, and it would have
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
4 demo games on
And
the
it would
disc.
come with demo discs.
could
Those
also
were
get-
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
So
You'd-
awesome.
I'd have a PS1. You'd get the
Dude.
magazine, and it would come with like I remember Hot Shots Golf.
Remember the
3 was
games?
on
Yeah.
there.
Dude,
some
Walmart, believe it or not,
snowmobile
Walmart
game.
has that. Walmart has a magazine now, a monthly thing that
Sick.
sometimes comes with demos. Yep.
Wow,
Okay.
that's
Yep.
pretty neat.
I miss
That's
those.
cool.
Man. PlayStation Vault. I remember that's what they were called.
Vault. Okay.
Nice.
Underground. Was
Yeah,
cool,
they
though.
would always come with like.
Dude, I
the
love those
PS2
demo
and the
discs, man.
PS1
So sick.
as
It,
well,
it felt
something
like
that.
Christmas, man.
Yeah.
Just a demo, but
Well-
you got like a lot of different cool stuff.
I never experienced
Mhm.
that before in gaming. I've never just bought a magazine and was able to try
Mhm.
out 5
Mhm.
games.
Dude, they
Yeah.
had
Maybe,
games like
half an
Siphon
hour
Filter
of
on
5
there.
games. Yeah, Siphon Filter was on one. It was
Yeah,
so sick,
that's-
man.
Siphon Filter to me is still one of the best series ever, man. I wish they would bring a true reboot of that series to like the PS5.
They need
It's
I
to.
thought they were
coming.
planning
It's
it.
coming.
But maybe not.
All right, we're
I
gonna
could
get
be
back
wrong.
on, back on key.
Oh yeah.
But
Sorry
we'll
about
go.
that.
We'll go with you, Lando. You'll be next.
So,
You're next.
game of the year. My favorite game I played this year is Vampire Survivors.
Amen,
Oh,
brother.
yeah.
Probably
Amen,
the best. My favorite game. Like I've had so much fun with it.
Yes,
Still
they
have
are.
fun with
Hell
it.
yeah,
It's
Lando. It's hella
phenomenal.
addictive and it's super cheap.
Yeah, it's so
Game
so
ever.
so good. Anyone that hasn't tried it, they gotta try it. It gives me the old school vibe. It gives me the new school vibe. It just does it all. And all you're
Yes,
doing
it-
is using the left stick. That's it. You're just walking.
It
around.
is
It's
super
like-
addictive too.
Yeah.
It is.
So I would say
It is, man.
like because I haven't played enough games to actually pick a game of the year, but that's my favorite game of the year.
So that means that's your game of the year.
That's true, I guess so.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as for content creation, I've never really I've never really had like social medias or anything like that. And I hate to use the word organic, but it's the only word I can think of how my channel came to be because I found JP's channel because I got a eShop gift card one time. And I was like, what do I gotta buy? Like, it was like $10. I was like, what can I buy for $10? So I started looking at YouTube, like, you know, Switch, Nintendo eShop sales or something like that. And JP's channel came up. And I just like really dug his channel. I was like, man, this guy sounds cool. All these videos are really done super well. I found like a couple games to buy. So then I like subscribed to his channel, started watching, and then you started. Have you always done the Mario Kart streams? JP, or was that kind of like a new thing you did?
That was relatively new, right when you came around.
Yeah, because then I started watching your streams, and then they were like, "Oh, viewers can come play," and I've never. That's what I mean. Like I've never like reached out or put myself out there on the internet like that before. So I was like, you know what? Like I had a couple beers in me. I was like, I'm gonna join the voice call and hop on Mario Kart, blah blah blah. And man, we just had I had the best time. Me, you, and Tanisha played video games till 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I remember I had I drank all the beer in my house. It was 5 a.m. And then it was just I guess we go to bed. I was like, this is I feel like I was outside of the alcohol. I feel like I was 7 years old again, staying up all night playing games with my friends. It was just
That's so cool.
So then I joined your Discord, and then I've always had Game Pass. As soon as they released it, I got it. I've always had an Xbox, so it was a no-brainer. And then so I'm telling people about Game Pass. No one really kind of knows the ins and outs of it. And then JP, you were just like, man, you just keep talking about Game Pass. Why don't you just make a channel about Game Pass? And I was just like, man, that's not a bad idea. I always watch YouTube. Outside of being off social, I watch YouTube even before meeting JP and the crew. Watch YouTube crazy amounts, skateboarding, music, whatever, how to anything. So I was familiar with YouTube. I was like, all right, fine. I spend 5 hours a day watching YouTube. I might as well make a channel. And so I made it Exploring Game Pass, and because I've already cost me no money, I can just keep up with my monthly subscriptions. I'll showcase gameplay, do reviews. I started doing reviews. I really like doing reviews, and it kind of just happened naturally. And so I'm not really overly chasing numbers or anything like that. I just kind of wanted to do it to be a part. I felt more a part of the crew having a channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone was creating. I'm a very creative person. I'm, played music for a long time. I got a studio downstairs where I'm constantly recording stuff, and I'm always creating. So it felt pretty natural. And I'm learning a lot about video editing, which is just kind of a bonus. That's what I mean. When you're doing stuff like this, you just learn new skills, which I find is it's just a bonus. I'm getting better at audio engineering. I'm getting better at recording. I'm getting better at mixing. I'm learning video editing. It's all a very positive thing outside of physically producing videos. And it's pretty much just stumbled onto JP's channel and all this. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty much shaped the last 6 months of my life, to be quite honest with you.
Well, I love you, brother, man, and I'm so glad you started the channel.
Yeah, we're
dude.
so glad you're here,
We love
Lando. We love you so much.
Man,
Yeah,
so
man.
very organically it happened. I never thought I would be a content creator, but it just felt right and kind of just happened.
Now here you are.
Here you are. In the mix.
I'm in the
In the
mix.
mix.
I'm in the mix. Can't get out.
Hey, so real
Try
quick
to get
before
out
we
of good.
continue, just real quick, as we were talking about the Green Ranger himself, this is Tanisha. She's the one we were mentioning. So Tanisha, we love you, and we hope that you're doing all right. I know that was a friend of yours, so we had a little we had a little segment in your honor at the beginning of the podcast here for.
Yeah, much
We love you,
respect, man.
Tanisha. And
We
welcome to
love
the call
you.
as well.
Sending love.
Yeah, you're our favorite Tanisha. That's for damn sure.
Hell yeah.
There was only one.
And I know 30 of Tanishas, okay? And you're better than all of them.
Some of my best friends are not named Tanisha, but I know a lot of them.
And you're still better than them.
But yeah, much
Tanisha,
love,
the real
respect.
MVP. There you go. Who needs Steph Curry? We need Tanisha.
The best tea of them all.
Look, you know, I just
Yeah,
realized
you
we got.
smoke Earl Grey out of the water.
Exactly.
Mhm. Look at
Chai's
this,
got
look at this
nothing on
panel
you.
right here of people on the
Got a
stream
lot
right
of
now.
folks. A lot of
No.
beauty.
This is awesome.
Yeah,
It's pretty
this is great.
Hi,
man.
everybody. How you doing? How's your day?
Hey, everybody.
What's
All
up?
right,
What's
who's
up?
next? Who's
All right,
next?
we'll go with
Who is next?
We'll go with Zion.
Huh? What?
Game
Oh
of the
my
year.
god.
Game of the year.
Oh my
This
god.
is what happens when
Game of the
teacher
year is a
goes
glass of
on.
water. Next
yeah.
person.
I'm telling you,
Game of
this
the
is
year
what
a
his
glass of
teacher
water.
hears
Not ready.
Next person.
when
Move
she
on.
calls
I'm
him
not
in
You are
class, man.
ready. You
Zion
are.
was
Everybody
ready.
has
Oh,
played.
I'm not even here.
Bro,
Why y'all gotta put me on the
Congrats,
spot like
Cameron.
that? Why y'all gotta put me on the spot like
What's
that?
your, what's
Put
your
you on
game
the
of year?
spot.
Alright,
What's your game of the
all right,
year?
let Zion go, everybody.
now look,
Congrats, Cameron.
Yeah.
Cameron, congrats. But my game of the year, I have been really thinking about this. It took me a while to think about. It was gonna be one thing, but then it was the other thing. I truly think game of the year is Goat Sim 3. Best game. Let me stop. Elden Ring.
Yeah, man.
It's Elden Ring, obviously. Honestly, this game of the year is not like the other game. Because the other game of the years, I'm like, okay, those are nice games. So they got the game of the year. But Elden Ring is just something different. That game I'm gonna remember, I'm pretty sure, for the rest of my life. That game is just something different. And what was the second question? I told you I'm not ready.
Why did you
Why do you
become
have
a
a channel?
content creator?
The channel thing,
Why
yeah.
did I become a content creator? Yo, why did I become a content creator?
He's like, I don't know.
Alright,
You were
but
born one day. There you go.
honestly, I actually became a content creator because I just want to share my ideas and stuff. That's pretty much it. There's nothing complex, but yeah, I just want to share my videos, share my ideas, and make others happy. Boom. That's
Yeah,
it.
That's awesome. That's
Nah, but-
awesome.
There you go. Short,
You
sweet,
being
to the point.
Nothing complex.
humble. You being humble right now because
Yeah,
your, edit,
nah,
your
because
editing
now all of
skills.
y'all like, oh yeah, I went through this. Yeah, and
Nah,
this
nah.
happened to me. I'm like, oh yeah. And then I played this, and then this guy was right here. Nah, I just want to share ideas. Boom.
No, I'm saying you're humble, not mentioning how good of an editor you are, man. Because your editing skills actually really inspire me, bro.
Yeah,
Really,
that.
really. I mean, you got me
And on
doing
top of
stuff.
that,
His
dude,
thumbnails are amazing.
You're one of
if you
those
guys want to see
guys that
something
just
crazy,
just everything you just do everything good. Like those
Yeah.
jerks that are good at everything. Like, oh, I've
That's
never
Zion.
touched this before, and they pick it up, and it's like, oh, Rubik's Cube, let's just never touched it. In 2 seconds, they have it done. Like, that's Zion.
He's amazing at
Everything.
everything.
yeah. But seriously though, if you want to see some of Zion's talents with editing, he did both my logo and my banner for my channel. This dude is insane.
He's
Like,
really
this-
good.
Wow.
Ditto.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Like,
He's amazing.
That's so
Very
cool.
talented.
Bro, I'm just I'm just a guy. Y'all hyping me up like no reason. What y'all doing?
Nah, he's a very mature kid,
Nah.
man.
No,
He's
very.
amazing.
Very.
He's amazing.
All right,
Good
we're gonna Ty.
Me my Trumix.
Oh man. Well, my
Mm.
game of the year, man, I played a lot of good games this year. Coromon, Pokemon, Arceus, Live Alive is really good. Let me
Oh,
just choose
that's
one
so
real
bad.
quick.
Oh,
I'm just gonna say Live Alive.
yes.
It's a great game.
Very good game.
Oh,
Very good game.
I
And
still gotta play that.
yeah,
yeah,
me too. I'm so
definitely.
jealous.
Is it a good
Definitely is.
is it a good remake though, or like is it a remake or is it like more of a remaster?
it's more of a remaster, but I know it's a whole. You know what? I don't know. I've not
isn't it
really
just a
played-
port where they brought the original game to the Americas?
It's
Port,
really-
Yeah,
it's
that's
not-
what I
no.
thought.
How is
What
it
are
actually
you?
pronounced? Is it Live Alive or is it Live Alive?
I
think
thought
it's
it was
Live
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 Alive.
Alive.
I don't
Live
know.
Alive.
Nah, it's
Live
Live
Alive.
Alive.
Oh, it's
Live
Live
Alive.
Alive.
Is it
Alive.
Live Alive?
But I think it's Live Alive.
Yeah,
Live
Live
Alive.
Alive.
No, it's live alive because
Yeah,
you're
it
living
is.
different lives.
Yeah.
I just remember hearing the actual announcers call it that. That's why I'm gonna go with that.
Well, they're
Oh,
wrong.
Live Alive then.
Live and live.
Oh God, bye.
Fair.
Yeah, Live Alive. And the reason why I got into content creating, well, I try to make it as blatantly obvious as possible. I love both sports and video games. I have much passion for
And
both
America.
of them. And America, yes. I felt like I've already talked about these things all the time. I may as well go on the internet, and if it becomes something cool, if it doesn't, I'm still having a good time. It's still preoccupying my time when
Heck
I'm not
yeah, brother.
working or whatever. And I've always wanted to blend both of the worlds together. There's been people that said I can't do that. You should make a channel for sports and then one for video games. And I've just I'm trying to see if I can prove them wrong and keep both together. And I just love doing it. It's so much fun. I have a genuine good time every time I make a video or I'm getting editing for a video. I first started doing this at the end of April this year, and I was inspired really to start doing gaming. I've told JP this before, but watching someone like JP and basically him, he doesn't know, but I've been subscribed to him for a long time. Probably,
Aw, cool.
I
probably,
love you, bro.
yeah, man. I probably one of your first 500. I want to say no.
Oh,
no
damn, dude.
Dang,
no
OG.
joke, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, but I never
Damn.
I didn't know you had a Discord or any of that stuff until
I didn't for a long time, brother.
Dang, you were there when I first came on, Ty.
Mhm.
Oh, really?
Okay, when I found
Yeah.
Hey Ty, good old gamer says you clearly got into content creation to deny glitches and bugs. Haha, just kidding.
I'm dead.
roasted and exposed.
That was a stinger
Crazy.
right there.
Oh my
Oh
god.
man!
I felt that.
All right, segment
Hey,
over.
oh
Next
my
person.
Oh, second hand, like
Log
just
out, log
roasted.
out.
Like,
It's time to
oh
log
my
out.
god.
That was
Log
surgical.
out.
Man, that wasn't even
Right.
directed at me. I think I got 3rd-degree burns on that one.
No,
Like,
literally.
like
Game
that wasn't
over.
directed towards me,
Wasted.
but I felt that. I'm
That's
dead.
hilarious.
Oh
Ugh.
gosh.
Ty.
Nah, he just
But-
messing.
No, but yeah, that's
No,
just
yeah, I know it. I know it. And I got really involved with the sports talk, inspired by the sports talk with Pat McAfee show. I love that show. I watch that anytime that I can.
Yeah, that's a good show.
And they're awesome, and they really showed that you can kind of do this thing on YouTube, and really, if I could mix the two together like I've been trying to do, I think there is I think there's a way for it. Like, I think it can really work out. But if it doesn't, like I said, I'm having a good time, and I don't see me stopping anytime soon unless something really unfortunate were to happen. It's really good for me and my mental state and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
Man,
yeah.
I think
Ty,
we
I
all
don't
can
really-
agree to that.
Here, a lot
Yeah.
of live
I think we
playthroughs.
all
100%
doing that.
creating
Yeah.
is key, no matter what. Like
Yeah.
creating something that wasn't there before just feels good, no matter what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
It didn't exist and now it
Yeah.
does because of you. That's always gonna make people feel good.
Especially if it's super passionate about something and somebody
Yeah.
either hasn't done it the way you would do it and or it
Mhm.
doesn't exist yet. That's the best feeling. In my
Yeah.
opinion.
And the community is the big thing. It brought us, look at all of us together, hanging out. We're all friends. We're all sharing this experience
said we were
together.
friends?
And okay, maybe not me and
You got here in the mix and said, "Who said we friends?"
You know what? Me and Keith, we got a little battle going back and forth. So y'all don't pay that no mind, okay? That's a little rival right there. I love you, Keith. But nah, for real. So that brought us, all together, just the gaming and the fun, and we rag on each other. We're all just homies, and that's the beauty of this whole creating thing is we all work, we have lives, we have families, we have things that we go through, but to be able to share this one thing and come together on that, and share that with other people who love and support us. This is a big community we're building together, guys. This is a big deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Massive.
So this is the no bullshit zone. There's bullshit
Yeah, for real.
outside all these walls, and here it doesn't exist, and everyone is on the same page about that, and that's why everyone just clicks so well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
And so since we're on that, we got Logan who came midstream. So Logan, real quick,
Okay.
tell everybody a little bit about your channel. Tell us your game of the year and why you became a content creator.
All right, so to start with the channel, I run a channel called Steam Deck Hub, and I really started whenever I had to go into handheld gaming, mostly because I have epilepsy, so something about the TV messes with my photosensitivity, so I'm unable to play video games on the television. So whenever I got news that the Steam Deck was happening, I immediately jumped in and I was like, I got to get a hold of this thing. And it's been a real game changer for me because, it's got more power than the Switch, and I'm able to play those PS5, Xbox level games and have that good time that I've been wanting to have. but also having it in a handheld format that I can handle, and also the sliders and all that you have is just amazing. But off of that, I just personally wanted to start the channel because I wanted to tell people about my favorite games, kind of like Snowly, somewhat similar, where I just wanted to play some games and tell people like what kind of games I'm playing, where I'm coming from with them. Even if it's games that other people hate, if I enjoy it, I'll still make a video on it anyway because that's just who I am. But that's just kind of what it is. And I also am so grateful to meet this group because I made so many friends because of my channel and because I found y'all's channels. So I find the channel also a blessing because I wouldn't have met any of you if I didn't have it. So that is another reason why I'm super happy about it. And so I just wanted to make some cool gaming content, and I feel like I also owe it a little bit to the Steam Deck because it's really kind of, it's made it where I can have a lot of fun playing video games and play the games that I want and, do all that sort of stuff without having to worry about health issues, which I think is amazing. So that's why I make Steam Deck Hub. I also do lists, reviews, news, and discussions. We also a tie up there. We run a podcast every single week on Tuesdays where we talk about gaming discussions and stuff on the channel. So if you want to check that out, you can. And my game of the year, finally here. That's a lot of Mobo Jumbo. Sorry, guys, but my game of the year, no question, no doubts, Elden Ring, not even close. The soundtrack slaps. Open world Souls, I never thought I would like that, but after I played it, I thought it was absolutely game-changing and phenomenal. And I think that you're going to see a lot of Souls-likes kind of follow in that mindset and just go into so many different realms. There's so many ways that this blueprint could just broaden and expand and be like some of the best games ever made. And oh my god, dude, the boss fights in Elden Ring. I mean, there's just so much stuff, so much replayability. There's just so much fun to have in Elden Ring. And I do agree with Snowly. I do think, because I sold my PlayStation to my best friend and I got to see a little bit of God of War. I do think that there are good things about God of War. But at the same time, I do feel like God of War has been done before. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because you can do an amazing game, which they have, and do it in that sort of style. But I don't feel like we've ever seen anything like Elden Ring before. And that's why I think Elden Ring deserves Game of the Year.
Nice.
That's fair.
I'm with it. Love it.
All right. So the man we've been waiting for,
Mr. JP.
J Pizzle.
J Pizzle.
Oh snap!
Yes, sir. The man.
Tell us
of
your
the
game.
hour.
Backstory,
Wait,
let's
who?
hear it.
Game of the year.
For me, game of the year is 100% Elden Ring. I love Ragnarok, but I also agree that it is really just a continuation of the last game so far. I haven't beat it. I'm sure there's crazy stuff. Now I know that people have said that it's like crazy good, the story, by the time you beat it. But Elden Ring to me just was so much content. And it's a company's first venture into the open world, and they freaking nailed it, dude.
Yeah, it's one of the best, and it's the first time trying it.
It's my first FromSoft game. It's very approachable for a new player. It's still tough enough for like the veterans to feel a challenge, but it's also approachable enough for a newcomer like myself. Although I do kind of enjoy just beating my head against the wall until I beat a boss.
Don't we all?
So there is part of that.
Don't we all?
But the thing is, man, you're playing that game. It's massive and beautiful and unreal. And then you realize that like the whole gigantic, ridiculous map is just half the map, basically. There's a whole underground map. It's crazy.
Spoilies?
It's not about that.
Not
Crazy.
Elden
So
Ring
it's
is
like,
kinda-
man, and there's so many different builds you can do, all kinds of cool different bosses. The bosses are freaking ridiculous.
Yep.
The only thing is the end of the game is kind of meh.
Oh yeah.
Man, okay, old Creamy
But
Gamer.
I
is
will
He just called Elden
cracking
Ring
me
trash.
up,
Oh my
dude.
god!
JP, I will
What
say,
I do, Lando?
my favorite
No,
part
sorry, good
about
old
Elden
gamer. I don't know why I
Ring-
said
Oh.
My
Good
favorite
old
part
gamer
about Elden
chat.
Ring is when you go into
Everybody's
that
name
room
mixed
with the
up.
final boss and that music
Yeah.
just starts blasting and you just see him get that lightning bolt sword looking thing and it's just like
Hey,
Spoilies?
Whoa, you are
Come on.
spoiling
Calm
the
yourself
game.
down.
Jesus Christ.
Everybody,
Man, my
Calm
favorite
down.
part of
Bro,
this movie was
everybody
the
has
end
not
when
seen
all
it.
this
Oh
stuff
my
happened.
Calm
No,
down.
come on,
We gonna
please.
kick you out.
Everyone, okay.
Haley.
okay, you can't talk about Elden Ring without spoiling it. Apparently, so the boss fight's
Yo,
awesome. There you
you-
go. The end.
Just
Yes,
don't
there you
talk
go.
about the
There we
final
go.
boss.
The end.
What are you
Yes, don't talk
saying?
about the final boss. Please do not do that.
Yeah, I'm
Not
gonna give you guys a
controversial.
walkthrough tutorial. The final boss. Like,
Please.
no,
Oh my
Anyways,
god.
don't
back to
figure that
JP.
out. Get your
You went from Elden Ring
Yes.
to final boss. There's like so much content in between that could have been said.
That's just
so
what's up.
chaotic.
And so, JP, why you became
A content creator.
Well, you all know it started off as just like my son is crazy into numbers. You know, he would just sit around counting things and like keeping track of numbers, statistics. And then he was always watching YouTube and like talking about who the most subscribed YouTubers were, right? So I was sitting around watching eShop videos, and like some of the ones I was watching were really, really low effort. I was like, I could do this, you know, I should share this with people. Plus, it'd be really cool for little man to like one day turn on YouTube and see, you know, like his own channel on there. And so that's kind of where it started, man. And like we started doing like we would take like walks and show videos with the puppy and then talk about Nintendo stuff. Then it sort of took off. But the ultimate goal was to kind of like create a cool place that he and I could hang out, but then also just like maybe get, you know, 100 subs over the first year. Just cool people that also wanted to play video games and hang out. And so that whole idea just blossomed, man, and it's turned into like a really cool community where now some of my best friends in the world are you guys here in the call now, you know. So it's awesome.
Love you.
Man.
Love you too, man.
Love you.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Plus, so many people have come around and like, just like myself, like, you know, you may have wanted to start a channel, but it's like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it after this. I'll do it once I get this. I'll do it. You know, it's like, just
JP,
jump out there and do it.
asking me, you're just like, why haven't you started one? I
Like,
was
what are you waiting on? Just do it.
You know, I was gonna. And then you would just interrupt me, and be like, but like you're not saying words. Why haven't you done it? I'm like,
These are excuses.
I just remember you being like,
Maybe
just
one
throw one up
day.
and see what happens. If you don't like it,
Yeah.
stop doing it. But like, why
Yeah.
not try it? And I was like, fine, I'll try it.
He's definitely been very impactful to all of our. We got to give him his flowers. You know, JP has been pivotal to all of our growth and our success, and really has pushed us all to be the best version of ourselves for our content, for our audience.
Yep.
You know, it's been a beautiful journey just being able to have a friendship with you, because you've definitely impacted a lot of our content and really forced us to be, you know, ourselves.
And he said he's gonna be Santa Claus.
Yeah, he's gonna buy us all. Everyone in the chat, pick one thing you want. Sit on JP's lap.
Hey, gift shop card, eShop cards are on sale.
What I will say,
Go to my
JP,
man's
is
channel.
that
Go
the
to my
reason
man's channel.
the reason I like your channel so much is because like I'd hear you talk, but okay, this guy just sounds like you're exactly who I expected you to be, and that's a huge compliment. It was like like I was like, oh, like, because you just sounded super chill, like super, like everything about it. I was like, man, I dig everything that's happening right now. And then I actually met you, and I was like, oh, he's just like an actual real person. Like this person doing this video, like whoever was in that video is an actual person, and you put on there's no bullshit, no filter. I didn't have to figure out what you were trying to do. There was none of that, like, you know, shenanigans. It was just like, as soon as I met you, I was like, there's the dude from the video, and he is cool as hell. And I think, like, I was like, bam, found someone that I can totally, like, dig you, man. I don't have to figure out what you're doing. You're showing me what you're doing. You're doing what you're doing. You know,
Yeah,
so
I
many
appreciate
times
you,
I'll
brother.
meet someone,
And
and
my
I'm like, man, I'm
main
just like,
thing
I don't
with
know what's
JP
going
too-
on here.
I appreciate you, my brother, but you were drunk, in all fairness.
I was hammered. I was so hammered, man. And that's another thing. I was like, man, he likes me when I'm that. Like, that was my first impression. That's why I was like, I woke up the next day. It's like 5 a.m. when we knew Tanisha played Fortnite till 5 a.m. And then I was just woke up the next day and I was like so embarrassed. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I can't believe. I was like, you're kind of like, at that point, you were kind of like a rock star in a sense, right? Of like, you had this channel, and I finally put myself out there, and I was like, I blew it. I was like, ah, no. And then you're just like, man, you were hilarious last night, blah blah. And I was like, okay, whoo.
Yeah.
So last time I
Be
talked to
alive
you
with
peasants,
It's a love fest. Oh my
Yeah.
Yeah, but hey, real talk though, man. Yeah, he does a lot. He does a lot for us,
Yeah.
man. And
Yes.
we have to acknowledge it, man. Like he got my thumbnail game up on par because my thumbnails was booty cheeks, bro.
Man, I'm gonna pull up right now my OG thumbnail, the first one I ever made.
Bro.
It's like the
It's
video.
way
I
better
was like,
than mine,
I was like, I want some
Lando,
feedback. He's like,
guaranteed.
the video's good. He's
JP
like,
is the thumbnail
gotta work
guy.
on the thumbnails. Like the first thing he said was
Yeah.
like, dude,
Nando, it's guaranteed better than mine. I'm just gonna tell you that.
He
Wow.
now.
is the thumbnail
Guaranteed.
guy. Oh
Mine
my
is-
god.
You can ask JP. Mine were terrible back in the
But you
Yeah, he
seem-
knows
you
it,
know
man.
what? You know what, JP?
Ah,
You
Zion.
seem effortless at. It's like you created this whole ecosystem, and it seems like you like effortless. It was just like you're just like, meh, like I'll just change 30 lives. No, whatever. Yeah.
nah, man, y'all changed my
not
life
like-
too, man.
You're not
It's a
like
two-way
making
street,
this
bro.
empire. It's just like this cool ass chill dude that like just
Nah, it's a-
created this
it's-
thing.
He's empire
It's a
How
two-way
effortless.
street, man. You
It's-
know this. It's two ways, brother. Like you guys enrich my life a lot too,
Yeah, it's
man.
you
So,
going forward,
know.
then reversing, and then going forward again, and then reversing.
Now we got
so
game
I
nights
just
and
want to
stuff.
say something real quick to JP though, and I just want to give you a big thank you because honestly, you know this from like DMs and stuff that there's multiple times where I almost quit YouTube because either the editing was frustrating me or the thumbnails are frustrating me or somebody I was working with was frustrating me. But you just told me to just keep on keeping on, just to it, keep it going. You taught me how to do thumbnails. You told me the good editors. Taught me how to record gameplay, whether it's handheld or on the actual system. So, you know, all that stuff. Like, I don't think I'd be getting the 500 to 2,000 views of video I'm getting now if it wasn't for you, because you taught me the tags, taught me the thumbnails, you taught me all that stuff. So, thank you for that. And also, most of all, thank you for being a great friend, because I love talking to you. And even if I wasn't a YouTuber, I'd still be here all the time shooting shit with y'all. So, thank you for that.
Aw.
Yeah, we love
We
you
love
too,
you,
brother.
bro. We love you.
Yeah.
You're our
Can I-
Logan.
can
You
I
know
say
that.
something really quickly too?
Heck yeah,
wanna-
brother.
just really quick. I know I'm like really new here and stuff, but I want to thank Snowly so much for being so welcoming and introducing me to all of you guys. And you guys have been really, really exceptional, like really accepting and really kind and just stopping by like the streams just to say hey and encouraging. So I really appreciate it. I really do. So thank you guys.
I love you, Slaw.
Your
You're
energy
welcome,
is
and-
through
Yeah,
the roof, man.
honestly,
Love
Slocko,
you.
Yeah,
like,
you
By the
are.
way,
all
this
the
is
stuff
our
you're
first time
doing, you
meeting,
gotta
Slop.
thank yourself. Like, it's not.
This is our first time
killing
meeting.
it. Like, what do you want? Like,
Hello.
Pretty soon we'll be like, man, you remember when Slonko like
man,
getting
Yeah.
it's like
150,000
Coca-Cola thanking
subs?
me for drinking
Right,
it. Like, oh, Coca-Cola
exactly.
emails me,
Wow.
thank you for drinking Coca-Cola. Because it's delicious. Like, what do you want me
She's
to not
going
drink
places.
delicious beverages?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
He's amazing.
Thankful. I'm
Oh,
so
here,
He's
I'm
amazing.
putting up right now. That was my first thumbnail. If anyone can see it,
Yeah,
you'll see it in the stream. That was my first thumbnail.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Man, I was like,
we all
asked,
start somewhere.
man, I asked JP.
It's okay, man.
I asked
Yeah,
JP,
why not?
hey, what'd you think of my first video? He's like, the video was great, awesome, like you nailed it, really
Everything
good,
else-
blah blah. It's just like that thumbnail. Like, I
Lando,
could tell it hurt him physically. Like, I feel like
It
he's
looks-
physically insulted.
Hey, it looked like you was about to give a PowerPoint presentation.
Oh my god! Like, and I thought it was great. I'm here like, yeah, this is so good. Nailed this thumbnail. Like, it's so clean looking, all this stuff. JP's just like, dude, like,
Remember those times whenever we would both get criticized for our thumbnails looking too freaking blurry and all that crap?
Good
man,
old
it felt
times,
like a
good old
teacher
times.
being
Oh my
like,
God.
he has potential. He's just not applying himself. That's what it
He's
felt
not
like.
mad at you.
That's what it
I'm
felt
just
like.
disappointed.
He'll
Like a
get
grade
there
5 report
eventually.
card. Like, he just
An
needs to
extra
apply
half
himself
hour
more.
on your
Like,
thumbnails and you'll be good.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
I can do them in 10 minutes now because of all those lessons. So, I mean, hey, that's good.
That's what I'm
GG's.
saying. I
GG's.
don't consider myself above any of you all in any way. The sub count number means nothing on YouTube at all. Your subs, if they don't watch, it doesn't do anything. Like I've always said, the biggest thing to remember is that your audience, you have to be grateful for every single one of them that takes the time to watch the video, and even more when they take the time to pull up the keyboard on their phone or sit down and type a comment. You know, these are real people on the other end. Nothing burns me up more than seeing these giant channels who during their video will promise you that they're gonna try to respond to all the comments we can, and they respond to like 5 out of like 3,000. I know how much work it takes to respond to a comment. It's not that hard, even just to hit the heart button, just to show that you acknowledged it. So respecting your audience is number one, building a community, and always like I'm not above anybody. I'm just another dude making videos about video games. No big deal.
Yeah, just your demeanor makes it really easy to let's say get out of your comfort zone. You know, like you just created this environment and this demeanor where it's like, this guy's chill as hell. Like, I feel like I can do whatever the hell I want here. Like, you guys.
I remember first time I voice chatted JP, I was literally shaking. I was so nervous.
He's so chill though. He's relaxed. He's
we're all the same, really. You know, we're all just trying to play games and hang out and have like a cool place where we can escape all the politics and the drama. You know,
man. You know what you said kind of reminds me of, JP, is John Mulaney's stand-up where he's just like, "Thank you for coming to my show because getting anyone to do anything." He's like, "I'm surprised you did anything at all." And he's like, "The fact that you came to my show is like." It's like, that's great. He's talking about how canceling your plans is like the social equivalent of heroin. Like when you don't want to do something, the second you cancel plans, you're like, oh yeah, baby. The fact that you came here and did something, like pressing the like button, like even though it sounds like nothing, like it's a lot.
It means a lot.
If you want to support your favorite creator, that's what you do. You hit the like button for him and leave a comment. That is the biggest thing you can do. And if you're sitting around and like somebody's put out a video you're not super interested in, put it on in the background and go do the dishes or whatever you were doing. Because that watch time and that retention, YouTube sees those things and decides, oh man, people are really digging this, so let's push it to like another 10,000 people. And then based on those 10,000 people, how long they watch it, how many people hit the like button or even the dislike button, how many people leave a comment, those things. It's like a wave by wave situation. That's how a video goes viral. But it starts with your sub base. That's why if you have 10,000 subs, but only 300 people watch, then the 10,000 number means nothing. If you have 300 people, but you're getting all 300 to come and watch every time you put out a video, or they're coming to your live stream and hanging out for an hour with you, that will go so much further than just having a large number and a big old view count with 2 minutes of watch time. You know,
and another thing is too that I don't think a lot of people think about is the fact that, like, I mean, I know some YouTubers hate criticism, but like, if you like the idea of the video but you don't like the way it was done, I mean, at least for me personally, I love for people to go in the comments and tell me like, I love this video, I love this idea, I wish you would do it again, but don't do this. You know what I mean? Like, leave this in the comments and be like, change this. And I'll leave a like or something like that. I've had people do that before, and then I'll change it, and then they'll come back and they'll subscribe and leave a like. And I'll be like,
feedback. It's feedback, man.
As long as
as long as they're not rude about it, you know, within reason. It's like constructive criticism is always a great thing because that's how you grow and get better.
Exactly. If people just say you suck and leave it at that, that's not constructive.
Shit game on sale. Shit game on sale.
I love it. That's a throwback, JP.
You know what I mean?
That's my favorite comment of all time. Shit game on sale.
My favorite
comment
of all time is
30 or 50.
Somebody really hated a video that was in my video for the Steam games. And they just came in and they blasted me for like 3 paragraphs telling me why that one specific game is trash. I think it was Dying Light 2, if I remember right. And I was like, dude, I like Dying Light 2. If you don't like it, I mean, did you like the rest of the video? Or are you literally just mad because I put Dying Light 2 in the video for 1.5 minutes? Just skip it. There's chapters. Like, you know what I mean?
A whole bunch of other stuff in there.
It's like, I have 10 games in this video, and you're focusing on 1 out of the 10, and then you're going to dislike the video, hate on me, and, like, the guy, I think, even tried to dislike bomb me, because I got a bunch of random dislikes on that video, too, just out of nowhere. after that happened, so that was weird. But still,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten it too, especially on the sports side. I had a Bills fan tell me, I mean, a whole book of why I was wrong, and it turns out I was right. But anyway,
what'd you say about Buffalo?
Turns out I was right.
I said that Miami would beat them, and
Oh yeah, for sure.
the Bills fan just wasn't having it. I mean, they give me paragraphs on paragraphs, dude. I'd have to go back and see it. It was very long.
Well, dude, all I'm gonna say is, okay, well, we can actually keep that for your podcast. Never mind. This is for video games.
Yeah.
This ain't in the sports podcast here, guys.
Hey,
Turn it into one. I'm just
we're
kidding.
gonna wrap it up. I think the guys are gonna play some Mario Kart after this. I don't know that we'll leave it up to JP on how he's gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm down to just if you guys we got 15 here. If people want to hang out, let's just roll it here right on in the mix. No reason to change.
Got that. But for
is
those
there
that don't
anything
know
else we
who,
want to talk about at all?
Look, man, when you put out a video, anybody out there thinking about starting it up, do it. Jump out there, put out a video, and then the next video, just try to get 1% better. That's it.
Now, let me also give this as advice too, man.
Join
because
JP's server. That's number one.
Don't that is number one for sure, because you will not regret that. But two, I also believe that if you don't get a lot of views your first video, don't give up, because that was one of the things that always beat me down. Was I would only get 50 views and I'd be like, crap, this is not worth it. But then if you just wait and you build it and you just get better and better and better. I mean, I'm at a point now where I'm getting 100 to 2,000 views a video, so you can get there too. Just keep going, keep at it, don't give up.
Didn't it take forever to get Mr. Beast to get a 100 subs?
Oh yeah, it took him 3 years.
Oh, he just
And now he's
passed
rich.
PewDiePie on sub counts now.
Yeah, now he's the richest YouTuber, and he's giving away freaking 10,000 Lamborghinis a fucking video or something. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, I mean, that's another example. Everyone thought Mr. Beast was gonna just flop on his face and fail, but now he's the biggest YouTuber on the platform. So you just got to believe in yourself, keep doing what you're doing. There you go.
All right.
That's all I gotta say.
Yep.
All right, so what it is, man.
But JP
Oh yeah,
said,
let's go over some deals. What do you think, Keith?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
right
that's
now, before we do that, right now you can get a Series S at Target with a $50 gift card, bringing it down to essentially it's $249 with a $50 card, so you could buy a second controller, which they're on sale right now, most of the colors, for $39.99, so it'll cover that. Or you can get a few months of Game Pass, or you can pick up a game.
Well, I think what you can do also, I'm gonna make a video. I think about this. Is you used to be able to max out your Xbox Gold subscription, which would just be able to play online, so it's $50 a month or $50 a year, sorry. And then you could max that out for 2 years, and then all you had to do was spend $1, and you could upgrade that
Sweet.
to Game Pass. So I got 2 years of Game Pass for $100, and then it ran out. Then I had to start paying a monthly fee. I think you can still do that. So if you bought an Xbox Series S, you can spend $100 for 2 years of Xbox Gold, and if anyone doesn't know what that is, it's just the ability to play online. You got to pay to play basically, and then you spend $1 to upgrade it. So you potentially could have Game Pass for 2 years for $100, which is the
That's
most
crazy.
phenomenal deal. $350, and you could play 400 plus games for 2 years. It's crazy.
Yeah, no better deal. Now, good old gamer saying that first party games will be half price at Walmart, looks like tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that.
Did you say first party
Yeah,
games?
now
would
we
be
rolled
half
that.
Yeah, first party
Okay.
Switch games. Half off tomorrow
Xbox
if that's the case.
Series controllers are $40 right now.
Yeah, $39.99 for most colors.
Well, let me shout out my-
PS5,
Yes, now
you're saying
the 49s.
too?
Yep. Yeah,
Yep.
that you can pick up that too for 50, and that includes, if you go to Best Buy, that includes the gray camouflage.
Yeah, and
The
big
only one that's
update-
not on sale is, of course, the new God of War one.
Big update for my PC guys. If there's any of you watching the chat, the Steam the Steam autumn sale starts in literally 2 days, where pretty much the whole entire Steam store is going to be at least half off. So if you have any games you've been waiting on, that would definitely be a good time to pick it up. That or the winter sale. But In 2 days, you get the fall sale, and the sales are already pretty
Hey, what
good
up,
right
Mario?
now. But
Those,
damn.
Those
That's what I
sales
gotta
are
tell you,
deadly,
though.
man. Those sales are deadly.
Sonic Frontiers too.
they
is
come
like
for your
35 bucks
wallet
now.
real quick.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that the Steam sale.
And
Um,
also,
I think you had
Sonic
some.
Frontiers is $35 at Walmart, and I think Cowabunga Collection is $20 now too.
Whoa!
Oh.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
that's-
Blanco. What did you say? I didn't hear
Hey,
you.
I
The
said
other
Sonic
thing-
Frontiers is. I think it's. I saw a deal for $35 at Walmart, and then also Cowabunga
late.
Collection is $20.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said Sonic Frontiers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, that's real good. Also,
I gotta
my
pick
friend
that
Peppa
up.
Pig is going 90% off. Y'all get it.
Heck yeah, my friend Peppa Pig, best game ever. That's Zion's game of the year right there. That number counting.
Well,
Later,
remember
Cam.
gift cards. See you, Cam. Thank you, buddy. Remember, gift cards are buy one, get one 15%. Don't make the mistake of thinking they're both 15%. So one of them are 15% off. Just remember that. So when you do your calculations, it's a few dollars off. If you're going to buy stuff anyway, you can go that route. It's an extra step, but it will take a few dollars off.
Cool.
That's
Good stuff.
interesting.
Another
Never
thing,
thought of
like
that,
$70
honestly.
now.
Madden 23 and NBA 2K23 are all like half off, like on just about half off on like all the platforms. I know for sure it is.
Will be on Steam
Switch.
soon. Yeah.
FIFA as well is on sale. Another great one.
Yep.
FIFA.
All of these games will be on sale on Steam during the autumn
A
sale as
football.
well. I almost guarantee it. So
When you have Game Pass, you don't really need game sales anymore.
I'm saying hello.
I'm glad,
Well-
Renee. I'm glad you got on the Game Pass wagon. 'cause
I'm
it's-
so happy.
I feel
Ugh,
like
obsessed.
I feel like I preach it so much, and people that have
Ugh.
never tried it are like, yeah, okay, it's like Netflix,
Obsessed.
blah blah blah. But when
No.
you get it and you get your hands on it, it just
So good.
it's mind blowing
So
how
good.
unbelievably good it is.
But
That's
Lando,
Black
I'm not-
Friday all day, every day of the year. Like,
Yeah.
you want Black
Lando.
Friday on Thursday? Get
I
Game
don't
Pass.
disagree. But at the same time, it's kind of like I don't know what it is. There's two things about Game Pass that I'm not a subscriber to Game Pass, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. But I'm personally not a huge fan of like the subscribe and they can take the game off the service and take it away from you. I personally prefer like waiting until it's super cheap and just buying the game. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but that's just my thing.
So any game on Game Pass, you get a 20% off if you want to buy it. So
Yep.
if you play a game you like, and if you're subscribed to Game Pass, it'll be $20 off if you want to buy it digitally on Xbox.
What about on PC? Because I'm on PC, not Xbox.
Yeah, on PC,
No.
it's the same thing.
Is
It
it the
is.
same thing?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
actually the same
Yeah.
thing.
So it is,
Or for most games.
you know, 20%,
Hey, so
20%.
didn't they-
It's not that bad. If it's not dirt cheap, but you know, that's including games like High on Life that comes out and you play it, you love it, you can get 20% off. Brand new game if you like it, which I agree. It kind of
Yeah.
bums. That's why I started reviewing games that just dropped because I had like. Yes, Your Grace, I was gonna review, and then I'm like halfway through review, and it's just like leaving soon. Yes, Your Grace. I was like,
Yeah.
God damn it. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Game, by the way.
I think the biggest thing for me though is that like I like that, but at the same time, I'm also kind of looking at it like I could just go to Steam and buy it for like 60% off if I wait for a certain sale, or
Yeah,
maybe
no,
even
for sure,
85.
for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Game Pass, those types of subscriptions are for specific people. Like everybody doesn't need necessarily Game Pass or what
Yeah,
have you,
exactly.
but it's for certain folks.
I just
Yeah,
pictured. I was
it's
saying
just
this to
a-
Renee the other
It's
day.
just a great deal. That's why.
Imagine, like, we're all the 30+ people in here. Imagine you're a kid, and your parents somehow they offered a subscription to Blockbuster, and your parents got you a
That's
subscription to Blockbuster, and you could just go there and rent any game you wanted and bring it back and pick up a new game. There was no more let's go rent a game. It was just you could go there whenever you wanted and just swap out games and do that. Imagine how sick that would be. That would have been the sickest thing of all time, man. And I picture
sure.
that. I picture that now. It's like that's essentially what it is. It's like Blockbuster Game Pass.
Yeah, I
Go ahead.
agree. I agree with that, but like, at the same time, I I don't know. It's just something about always having to remember your subscription for one, and then two, you always have to wonder when a game's leaving, and then three, if you want to buy it, sure you get the 20% off, but is it cheaper somewhere else? Like there's all those factors that kind of go into it for me. And I agree with Renee. I think Renee's hit it right on the head. I think Game Pass is, for specific gamers. Like I know some gamers that even have an Xbox and they don't give a hoot about Game Pass. So like,
Yeah, for sure. I think
it's one of those
good.
It's a toss up. So
Yeah. Like I never, like, for example, I just started playing Skyrim. I never played Skyrim before. And I told some of y'all this before, and I made a tweet about it the other day.
Fake gamer alert. Wee,
The
wee,
fake
wee.
gamer, okay? But I never played Skyrim. And so my first time digging into it is on Xbox Game Pass, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm buying this on everything. Like I want it on everything now, knowing that it is on everything. But this experience of having the Game Pass, mind you, I was able to, for those who have Verizon Wireless, like I have it, I was able to just connect it straight to my phone bill, and it'll bill me every month through to my Verizon account, so I don't really have to think about paying for it because I will pay my phone bill and it'll be connected to that. But I even got the $1 thing where I was able to sign up, try it out, boom, loving it. So to be able to jump into a franchise a game that I never got to actually play or didn't play or slept on, really, like it's so dope to be able to experience that. In my bed on my iPad.
Yeah.
Like
That is
I'm playing
cool.
it on my iPad, like on my iPad from my bed with my Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. Yes, I'm being that girl, and I'm having a freaking ball. Are you kidding me?
I mean, you are the same
Thanks.
person who played Call of Duty Mobile with the Joy-Con, so
It was a ball. And
That's
they
the
got everybody to
crummiest
watch
way
the
to play
video.
games I've ever heard.
That girl.
You even
Like,
play
you're
them
that
crummy.
So I'll just buy a controller and sign up for all these
I don't
cloud
care.
gaming things.
I don't care. If you're on a vacation and you don't want to bring another Joy-Con, there's people out there, man. I'm telling you, you don't want to bring another controller. Hey, I got you covered, man. Here is these Joy-Cons. They work. Pull out your iPad.
You got
Let's
like
go,
14
baby.
pairs.
Yeah.
You got like 40 pairs just ready to just pop them out like you're freaking the guy from Resident Evil.
Every
Like, what do you
color,
like?
everything, all of them.
I'm helping y'all out, okay?
You're gonna open up the jacket like that dude from Resident Evil. Like, what do you like?
Somebody has to do it. I'm telling you, somebody has to do it. If I was like bigger, whatever, that video would have like blew up or whatever. I'm grateful for everyone that came through. But like, that's good content to let people know. Like, hey, if you didn't know,
wow.
your Joy-Cons do work on Xbox Game Pass and
I mean,
on Call of Duty
again,
Mobile.
As long as you're
Come with
passionate
that
and having
drip. They
fun
come with
about
that
it.
drip.
Right.
As long as you're passionate and having fun with it, I don't think it's a problem to make a video on anything. Even if it gets
Oh yeah,
views.
Yeah.
it's a ball.
Like,
It was a ball.
Hey, I'm
Had a
gonna
blast.
review a game that's from 2012, but I freaking love the game, so I'm gonna review it anyway. It's gonna get no
No,
views
seriously.
because it's old. It's old. I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
But you're having a blast. That's all that matters.
I'm gonna have a blast. Exactly.
Damn, we old.
Right.
All right. Slow down.
I'm not gonna hate on shit
Okay.
that's old.
See.
I don't know if you guys can see, but I got great.
Hey,
Now-
I mean,
that
I've
was
been
all
playing
down
games
south.
from, like the early 2000s on my Steam Deck,
all
man.
great,
That's what I love
baby.
about Steam. Just diving into those old games is awesome.
I think I'm gonna have to switch. My phone is dying. I'm about to have to
Listen,
switch to mother.
Take that, baby.
Yeah. Boomers about to play boomer games. Yup.
Hey,
Boomers
I
about to
just
play
barely-
Hey, you know what's
Yeah.
awesome,
I love
son?
old
I
games.
kind
Barely
of like
missed
that you
that.
call me a
Alright,
boomer.
be right back.
I'm kind of psyched that I'm at the point in my life where young people are calling me a boomer.
Okay.
It kind of makes me happy sometimes. Sometimes it bums me out, but other times I'm like, yeah, I'm at that point. Yeah, I'm not.
Whenever we're
Yeah.
talking about like the old Mortal Kombat's and the kids looking at us like, okay, boomer, that's when you know you've made it. I remember going to my
Oh,
friend's
God.
house to play Mortal Kombat Deception. Okay, boomer. Like, what?
Mortal Kombat Deception. That is old. That's
Yes, very.
Hey, it ain't that
2002 to
old.
be
Oh.
exact.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Look, come on.
That game's
It's
fun
a
as hell,
good game
too.
though. It's a good game. Though. All right.
Is Mortal Kombat, whatever the new one's called, better? I'm pretty sure it's 11, right? Yeah, it's way better.
Yeah.
But, it's what it is.
Oh my God.
sound quality might be different now because I had to switch to my AirPods, for the time.
No, you sound good, Renee.
It sounds terrible.
I know.
I'm joking.
Get
I'm
outta
joking.
here,
I'm joking.
Zion, you're
I'm
so-
It just says a
It's just so
conversation.
crummy.
I'm
Everything
joking.
is
Choke
so
on
crummy,
some
my
water.
I'm
goodness.
joking.
This has a conversation. I'm
alright.
curious. I'm curious
Y'all
with you guys.
I was
ridiculous.
joking, man.
Damn, go
The
check
game
on
doesn't
some water.
necessarily have to be
That's
from this
savage as
year.
hell.
I'm sorry.
But what
I'm
is-
sorry,
Savage as
Zion, I didn't
hell.
mean it.
What is y'all's favorite indie of this, like, that you played this year? It doesn't have to be from this year, but what is the one you played this
The
year?
indie I
Vampire
played this
Survivors,
year.
man.
Oh, we already know what Zion's gonna say. Oh God.
Vampire
Everybody
Survivors
should
is
know.
up there for
What?
me.
I didn't even say anything.
It's gonna be Revita. Are you not gonna
Hollow
say
Knight.
Revita? Are you not gonna say
The-
Revita?
The indie game I played this year, the best one, or it has to come out this year.
It didn't have
No,
to be.
it can be
It had to
any
come out this
game,
year.
but you played it this year. It can be any
Yeah.
year.
But
but
I
you
played it this year. No, it was not Revita, Renee. Why
I'm
you assuming?
surprised.
Why you
Because you
assuming?
love Revita.
Yo,
We're
you
not
think
gonna
that's the
argue
best
right
indie
now.
game I played?
I don't
Never
know.
mind.
No, but you had
Alright.
to, Zion. You had to.
That's a good game,
have
though.
played it this year, though. This year.
Yeah. Well, technically, I played it this year. So I was it.
Okay.
No, it can't be a
I was
replay. It has to be first time go through this year.
Oh, why you?
Oh.
Why you do that? Alright, yo, pass the ball to somebody else real quick. I gotta think now.
He's trying to be
Yeah.
Kobe with the assist
Yo.
out here.
Yeah.
Zion, what was it gonna be?
Somebody catch this. Somebody catch this real quick. Y'all,
For
somebody else
me,
go.
Hold on, I'll
for
be
me,
right
it's
back, guys.
easy. It's
Thanks,
either
Alex.
Dead Cells or Vampire Survivors for me. I mean, that's simple.
Enjoyed Potion
Pretty
Permit.
good.
That was pretty good.
Vampire Survivors
Which
is a
one,
lot of
Swanko,
fun.
sorry?
It's very simple.
I said I'm pretty new to the indie scene, but I really did enjoy Potion Permit. That was
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
A good one.
Hermit.
I'm new too, by the way. That's why it took me this long to play Dead Cells.
Oh my god, bro.
We all
Y'all
gotta
are,
start some-
look, I got y'all. I'm the indie game
you say, Love?
master. Or I think I am, but still. I think I'm the indie game master. If y'all need any indie game recommendations, definitely ask me.
Well, which one's
Ooh, I
your
like the
favorite
art
from this
style in
year?
Well,
Potion
then
Permit, that's
start.
for sure.
Now look. Now look, my favorite one this year, right? Mine. Yeah, Renee's right. It's Revita. I
already knew that.
now look, like look. I was trying to say
know
something
he's
else on a
lying.
technicality, but Logan wants to make all these rules, so I'll say Revita. Yeah, it's the best
Honorable
game I played
mention,
this
though.
year. Or no, not best game, but you know, best
About to
indie
Can't
say,
wait
game.
if it's
to
better
play
than
that.
Elden
I
Ring,
really
I don't
can't wait to
know.
play it.
No, it's not the
I
best
knew
game
it was
this
gonna be
year.
Revita. I already knew that.
But for game, yeah. It's just a good
That's a good
game.
one.
Just real good. Great
So-
music, great graphics, good game.
I'm actually thinking of. I didn't tell you guys this, but well, actually, I think I did, but no one looked at it. I don't know. But I plan on making a video about like our game of the year, not Geoff Keighley's, ours. And if I was to hand, any of you can answer this, okay? If I was to hand you what was your favorite indie game of 2022, what would you pick? Any of you. I don't care. You all can answer it. And it can be, and it has to be this year.
That came out this year?
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I already said mine. I said yeah.
Well,
Totally.
yeah. I don't
For
think
me?
it came out this year though. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Code of
for
Lamb
me,
for me then.
It's Code of the
Revita
Lamb.
from
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
Cult of the
Oh,
Lamb,
yeah.
Cult of the Lamb. Vampire Survivors for Lando, right?
Mhm.
I'm up there with Lando. But I want to give an honorable mention to Have a Nice Death. That game was great.
Oh,
I
you're
enjoyed that
right.
game a
Have a
lot.
Nice Death. That's a really good game. But
Dude, I've wanted
Code
that.
of
I
Lamb.
wanted to play that. Yeah. I've
Uh,
wanted to
That's
play
coming
that.
out on Nintendo Switch soon for you Switchers too, so don't.
Yeah, it's
What
a
about
great
miss
game.
out
It-
on that one.
Keith,
Great.
It looks
Snowly,
good.
Triforce, JP. I feel like
I think
Doin?
JP bounced.
Sorry, I'm back.
you
Oh, there
all
you go.
play a lot of
Y'all still
indie
here
games,
with
especially
us?
you, Snowly. You play a ton of indie games.
Yeah, I do. I play a lot.
What was your
Me
favorite?
too.
Favorite
still go-
2022, which is it?
It's still gonna be Lunistis for me.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm very,
I'm
very
gonna need to
pleased
be
with that.
educated. I don't know.
You know
that
what?
is.
Man, as soon as I saw that video of yours, it looks awesome, dude. Like the PS1's my
Blown
favorite
away.
console.
I
That's
was
the
blown
most.
away.
I was the most into gaming with the PS1. That's my
Mhm.
best memories, everything, and it aged so bad. The PS1
Yeah.
aged
Yeah, it
so poorly, and that
Yeah.
game just like fixes all the stuff that sucked about it.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
it gives you the vibe, but
Yeah.
then it has like good controls and good camera and like ooh, man, like I'm 100% trying that game out.
Oh, and
Definitely.
another one that I want to shout out too is Midnight Fight Express. I'm pretty sure that came out this year, but that
That's
game
good.
was
And that did come out
Yup.
this year. Yeah, a few months
Yeah,
ago.
it's good.
It's really good. It's on Game Pass also.
I love
And
Midnight
Switch.
Fight Express.
Hell yeah, Renee. Hell yeah.
It
yeah,
Don't
it
rub
is.
it
is
in,
worth
Renee.
it.
Don't rub it in.
Look,
I got it for
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm
$1.
sorry.
So it's
I'm like
not
a fan
really
now, so I
fucking
just keep talking about it
Oh,
because I love it so much.
Renee, big boss now. I don't know.
I'm telling you, hey,
Mm.
y'all better slow down. Watch out.
Hey, Keith, how
It
we
But
looking on
goes
yeah,
time?
through a lot.
I think we're 2 hours in, guys. Literally.
Yeah, I think.
But everybody's
Yeah.
still bumping with
Turned
it.
the light. Look, they didn't turn the lights off in the building.
They
Everybody-
didn't kick us off.
We're
Hey,
like that
time to
group
go
of friends that
home.
bought a bunch of drinks right
Yeah.
before last call and like wobbling.
Like, did
won't
y'all eat
leave.
dinner? Because I haven't ate dinner yet.
I'm
Oh,
waiting for
damn. Yeah, we
tacos.
gotta eat.
That's all I'm waiting
I
for,
gotta eat
tacos.
I
dinner,
haven't
baby.
hardly eaten at all today. I should probably eat some.
Gotta eat.
Holy moly.
Eat, baby.
I've been busy.
This has been a
I haven't been able
vibe.
to eat.
This has been a whole vibe. I love it
Yeah.
here.
I watched the
This has been
pages
Yeah.
and I did a bunch of work
But I
stuff.
think JP was still trying to do Mario Kart for those that are sticking around.
Are y'all doing Mario Kart for real? Well, y'all know I ain't got that game. So.
What time is
Yeah, I
it?
believe
Yeah,
you.
we could just
Oh, yeah.
transfer over to
You
Mario
watch the
Kart.
Sunday Night Football as well?
Renee, how don't you have Mario
Yeah,
Kart? Actually,
and I
I
Maybe
don't have
got
Mario
we've
Kart
talked
either.
about
Never
this.
mind.
Yeah,
I am
you
not
stay
getting
calling
Mario
Renee
Kart.
out.
I'm not
though.
buying it. I'm not buying it. Y'all,
Why aren't you buying it?
y'all who wants to buy
Huh?
it
There's
for
a
me?
Switch deal for Black Friday.
$60 for a bunch
I'm
of
not buying
pain. That seems like a great deal.
I'm not
Right?
buying it.
$60 for
Yeah,
a
we
bunch
want
of
to whoop
pain.
your
And you
ass
know
real
what?
bad.
You know
Like,
what?
buy the
No.
game.
I know.
It's $30
But well,
for
thing.
Cutting the
But
whole
well,
damn
thing.
stream.
Zion, don't forget,
Deal
it's
now,
actually
Black
$30
Friday.
for a lot of pain because JP told
Yeah,
us it's
it's on
50%
sale right
off.
now.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yo,
Boom.
Nah, that
now
game will
$30
you,
never
for a
be
load of
50%
pain.
off.
Renee,
Never,
you
never,
have
never,
zero
never.
reason
Look,
now.
look here. Look here.
Yeah,
Look
get your
here.
ass
Game will
whooped
be
is now on
$60.
Who
sale.
needs to? You know what? You know what?
Yeah.
GoFundMe. I'm gonna make a
Adding your friends and
GoFundMe.
rooting
Renee
for
needs
now on
Mario
sale,
Kart.
half off.
I'm gonna make a GoFundMe. Everybody donate $1. That's what I'm gonna do. A
Everybody
GoFundMe.
donate $1 to my live stream so I can give it to Renee so she can.
All right, so
Everybody donate
do we have
$1.
any last remarks? Anybody? Any comments? Suggestions?
Love y'all, homies. Check us out on YouTube, all of our channels. We love y'all. And
I kind of
This is
want
fun.
a Pikachu from Triforce over there to end.
Right.
To be honest.
Yeah.
One more
Hold on, let me
time.
turn you up. I'm turning you right up.
Turn it all the
Yeah.
way up.
Let's get this. Alright, see ya,
Another
everyone. We're
reminder.
ending with a Triforce Pikachu, and we'll catch you next week.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait,
Deuces.
shit. Sorry.
What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
That
What
was
are you
so good.
doing?
Yeah, this ain't true.
I know you're messing up. Are we leaving or not?